Hello, my stream. Hello, hello. Ava's just chatting to their chat as Ava's also streaming. They'll be here momentarily. How are we doing? We're here to play some Combat Patrol, as scuffed as it will be. Wait Ava's return. Who's in chat? Say hello. Oh, I don't think I set the stream to work on mobile. Oh, well, I'll do it next time. That's all right. Ava's like, do your intro. And I'm like, oh, what intro? I just go live.
Hello.
Wow. I just saw your message. I'm like, you guys do an intro? I just go live and I just say, fuck it.
Sorry, I didn't have your Discord on. Can you say hello again?
Hello.
Yeah, good.
I Ava stream. Ava, say hi to my stream. Hi.
Hello, Astrovale stream. I'm Ava. I'm from the Numbskulls. I do Warhammer lore videos, and I'm a LARPer actually. I'm a 40k fan, but this is my first time playing 40k. Curious, interesting.
What a No, so today we're playing some Combat Patrol. I don't know if you told your stream before you started, but
yeah, I've spoken to them about like we're playing Combat Patrol today. I've talked about how Combat Patrol seems to have new rules, but I don't know enough about Combat Patrol to really. I don't think I have the vocabulary to really explain how it's changed because I've played one. I played one thing of Combat Patrol for charity like a year ago, and that game was very rocky. Most of that was like me and Boko. She would do something and I would be like, I think that's right, and then chat would be like, that's wrong, Ava, and I'd be like, oh fuck.
Not again.
So it was a rough day, but you know, we had fun and that was what mattered. So I don't really know how to I don't know how to tell people what has changed other than like there is maps now, question mark.
Yeah, so my understanding of it is it's entirely possible they might come back and add more to this in a few weeks' time. We don't know. They haven't really said much. They've been quite quiet about things on this. But there's now 3 maps you can kind of see in the center here, which we'll pick one in a minute. And they've sort of gone through and rejigged and reworked a lot of the existing combat patrols, and they've sort of removed the ones that don't currently exist as boxes you can buy. From what I've seen from articles, it seems like they're planning to gradually reintegrate those, likely through White Dwarf or just in like gradual updates. But yeah, they've also sort of seemed to have integrated the 11th edition thing of dispositions. If you've been looking through the app, you've seen it says force disposition under your detachment.
Yeah, so I'm playing Space Marines today. So because I'm a basic little bitch and I think big walking tanks is really cool.
You do get a tank? Well, kind of. It's a speeder.
Land speeder deployed. Also, I'm a Dawn of War girly. I've always liked Space Marines. They're fucking cool. I used to think they were really dumb, and then I found them to be cooler over time. But yeah, I'm looking at the app right now. I have it on my phone. And I click on Assault Force.
Yes.
It says detachments, Assault Force 1 detachment point, and then I scroll to the bottom. It says Force dispositions take and hold. But then that's all it says, and it doesn't tell me anything else.
So the reason for that is there's like a set of cards, but also if you do a game in the app, we're using their like in-game tracker. When you put the disposition in, it fills the mission out for you. On TTS, TTS can also do this for you. It will give you the cards and tell you what your mission is, because the way dispositions work in 11th edition is when you build an army list, this is regardless of if it's Combat Patrol or regular 40k, your detachment has a disposition attached to it, and that will determine what mission you play.
You can't hear it, but like my eyes are sparkling. I love when things are just so automated to a point where it's like, oh, It's just so easy. I
Yeah.
love that.
So if you
Yes.
come over here to where my hand currently is in this, you see this over here?
Uh, no. Can you like spaz your hand a little bit?
No, no,
I
no,
can't.
no,
Oh,
no,
thank you, thank you,
no, no.
thank you,
You
thank
see
you,
this
thank
board
you.
here?
Yeah. Oh, I see the board. Yes.
Those are all the
Take and
dispositions
hold.
in. So these are all the disposition combinations, and essentially what happens in the game of 40k now, in regular 40k, is
Right.
say you're playing take and hold, and your
Yeah.
opponent's playing, let's say, disruption. That means the mission you're playing is death trap. So your mission changes based on what you're playing and what your opponent's playing.
Yeah, so when I read about this when 11th got announced and they started really talking about this kind of thing, I was like, this seems really cool. So I want to ask you as somebody who plays 40K far more often than I do, is it cool? Is it fun?
As so far, yeah, it's been quite interesting. I
Oh,
know
that's
there's always a mix of opinions on these kinds of things. Some people like it more than others, but for the most part, it's been an interesting refresh. And I've got to give Games Workshop some credit. I think everyone was very worried it was going to be super broken and everything was going to be super skewed.
yeah.
But from like pure win rate statistics in the first month and a bit, all of them were sort of between 40 to 60%. Like there wasn't like, hey, this one's 80%, you have
That's
to take this one.
that's really impressive actually cuz they've always talked about how they want like things to be 50% win rate overall.
Yeah, and
Like that's the ideal.
obviously that's not necessarily representative of the top players, so there is always some that are
No.
stronger. But an interesting balancing lever this adds to regular 40k now is when you have a detachment that has a disposition, a balancing lever you could pull rather than nerfing it is to change the mission it has to do. So as an
Mm.
example, maybe you have a detachment that's like really, really good at killing stuff, but
Mhm.
you want to discourage players from building a list that is just kill stuff. So you like move it from like say purge the foe, which is generally kill stuff, to priority assets, which has an element of kill stuff, but usually requires you to use units to do actions like on objectives, for example.
It also as someone who can get very bored of the same thing quite easily,
Mm.
um being able to pick up an army and obviously you have all these different detachments. And so that's one aspect of it that's like, oh, that's like quite new and refreshing and I can change my list or whatever and the detachment yada yada yada. But also just the gameplay itself changing that often is really interesting to me and
Mm.
that appeases my ADHD addled brain.
Well, an interesting bonus that some people care more about this than others is if you ever go to like a Teams Warhammer event now, the way they're now doing Teams events, which are traditionally 5 versus 5, 5 games playing at
Mhm.
once, essentially you add up the total scores, is
Yeah.
now when you go to a Teams event, when you register for a Teams tournament, you have to submit one player of each category. So you can't take 5 take-and-holds. It's one take-and-hold, one purge, one disruption, one recon, one priority assets. And then
That's really cool.
that adds an element to the drafting. We want to pair our disruption player into their recon player, for example.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
That being said, I haven't read through every combat patrol detachment, but my understanding is the majority of them are either take and hold or purge the foe. Probably because those are the simplest to play and are the best for new players.
Yeah, I was just thinking like for somebody like me, um from what I've skimmed through, priority assets, disruption, and reconnaissance seem like a little complicated. Like not overly complicated, obviously, but like enough to be like, oh shit, if I make a mistake, I feel like I'm gonna like really fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think of those three, Recon's probably the next easiest because a lot of it is like
Mm,
be in all 4 table quarters or go over to this
yeah.
area of the map. Priority assets is probably then the next one because it's typically a mixture of kill a thing a turn and do like a thing on an objective a turn.
Yeah.
And disruption is probably the weird child in the corner because disruption's theming seems to be my mission is to stop you doing your mission, if that makes sense. Like if your opponent's mission
Yeah.
is to do an action, you will have an action that undoes their action, for example.
That's cool.
But yeah, we don't have to worry too much about this matrix part because, like someone in chat saying,
No, no,
they're
but
like, "Oh,
like
is it save
to
as first take?"
explain it to
Yeah,
well to explain it to people who might not know like how exactly the take and hold stuff works. So like I feel we should move into talking about the app itself just for a second because like I think the app does a good job in having like I can obviously chat can't see it, but I have it on my phone and I can like very easily just tap in and go like, oh, what's the army rule for Space Marines? Oh, it's combat doctrines. Okay, so every command phase I can do assault doctrine, devastator doctrine, or tactical doctrine, and that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think
Friendly. Wait, hold on.
It's interesting you highlight that actually, because that's an interesting discussion point. Because that is something that isn't the regular Space Marine Army rule.
No, because it's usually Oath of Moment.
Yes,
it's been that since 10th.
I believe so. Although I've not really played Marines pre-9th, pre-8th, pre-10th rather. My understanding is either they've made that choice specifically for Combat Patrol, or it's them sort of just releasing the Combat Patrol thing, and then that's going to be the new army rule when they get their codex in a few months, like a month or so.
So, speaking of somebody who loves the idea of playing Space Marines, I literally have a bunch of Ultramarines painted behind me. I love blue. That's all it came down to. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I just like the color blue, and I think blue and white is an awesome color combo. Ava Unit 0, my beloved. Now, I think Oath of Moment, as a rule, was like fine from what I understand.
It's okay.
Combat Doctrine feels way more thematic to me because if I'm playing like Ultramarines or like a Codex compliant chapter or whatever, I want to point at that guy and be like, all right, this unit now they have been given orders to advance and charge or to fall back and charge or whatever. You know what I mean?
Now, a small bit of minutia before we get into this about combat doctrines and the way it works is you don't get them every single turn of the game. You get essentially 3 turns of them because each of them is 1 use each, if that makes sense.
Interesting. So you have to be kind of oh yeah, I'm reading that now. Yeah, so you have to be pretty smart with your game plan.
Yeah,
interesting.
Functionally, what it means is I forget which one's which, but one of them is assault on all your weapons, which means you get more speed with your shooting units. One is advance and charge, which you probably know what that means. And one is fall back at shoot and charge, and that one's typically the turn after you go into your opponent because, like, you're in combat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The overall the 3 of them: assault doctrine, declare a charge in which you also advanced, devastator doctrine, this unit can shoot in which in a turn in which it also advanced, tactical doctrine, this unit can shoot and declare a charge in which in a thing that they've fallen back. So the idea is that like no, this is really cool. I like this. It tickles my tactical brain.
Yeah, it's the flexibility, right? It's you look at the board state, you go, I'm in combat, I need to fall back.
Exactly. Like if my tactical marines or the fucking intercessors get into combat and I don't want them to fall back and then shoot the shit out of whatever was trying to hit you.
Precisely. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say Oath has been contentious to a degree, not because it's necessarily bad, but because their big marketing push at the start of 10th was that the game would have less rerolls, and then they revealed the first army and went, this army has rerolls everywhere.
What was that for, Space Marines, or was that for Orcs?
Space Marines. And so this was back in 10th edition. Because they revealed Oath of Moment. This is the edition of less rerolls, but the first army you show off has choose the thing, have rerolls against it. It was quite funny.
Okay, because I thought you were talking about 11th, because I think they said the exact same thing about this edition as well.
I don't know if they've commented on that specifically for 11th or not. Admittedly, but yeah, so you've got Space Marines here. So from me skimming this, your Combat Patrol, the Librarian has the leader keyword in this Combat Patrol, which means he can lead the intercessors.
Yes. Yeah, I was seeing that the captain does not.
Yes, I assume that's a deliberate choice to make it so you don't like double stack them in the same squad and only have 3 units. But it seems like the captain has quite a powerful ability as compared to usual Marines, because his ability in this, I believe, if I recall correctly, is at the end of my turn, you can charge me with him if I'm within 6 inches.
Let me see here. Yep. At the end of your opponent's charge phase, if this unit is unengaged and within 6 inches of 1 or more enemy units, you can use this ability. If you do, resolve a charge with it. When making the charge roll, if the result is greater than 6 after modifiers, change it to 6.
Yeah, so all that basically means is it's capped.
I get a
at
guaranteed
6.
charge.
But it's not
Capped at
guaranteed.
6. Okay.
Yeah, it's capped at
No,
6.
it's not
If it's higher than 6, it's capped at 6, is what it's saying.
Gotcha.
So you can't make a 12.
yeah. You can't like do a situation where it's like, okay, I'm gonna charge into these guys, and then I'm actually gonna charge over here. Like, you can't do that.
So yeah, you have this guy who's mostly a melee threat. He's probably got a pistol up, like hidden up his ass or something, but
yeah, he has a heavy bolt pistol.
Yeah. So he's got that. The Incessors, they've changed the rules on this from the regular Incessors. In regular 40k, they double the number of shots they get against a specific target if they all fire at that target.
Yeah.
But in this, I believe it makes them more durable if you're on an objective.
When an enemy targets this unit, if every model in this unit is within range of an objective that attacks that target, this unit have -1 AP. That's okay. So they're like taking cover and shit. That's really cool.
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, that doesn't do anything if you're being shot by something that's AP 0, but if you're being shot by AP 0, then you still have a 3-up armor save, so you're still fairly durable.
Gotcha. So, Astra, I need to ask you about something, because I like Magic. One of my greatest problems with 40k in trying to get into it is that I feel the Magic suck.
Yeah.
Because Magic always was just like, here's a different type of gun with a keyword.
You might be a bit sad about this then.
No.
I'm not gonna say it's horrendous. It's not horrendous. You're not casting spells because this isn't that kind of detachment. But like, if you wanted to cast spells, you'd be looking at like there's detachments in 40k, for example. There's Librarius, which is a librarian-focused detachment.
Gotcha.
But my knowledge of the librarian in this combat patrol is he has an ability that confers to the squad that lets them ignore modifiers to their ballistic skill and their hit rolls and wound rolls. So essentially it means, if I had a negative to your shooting at me with any of the guys he's attached to, his psychic power stops it.
Right. And from what I remember, with how they talked about how leaders work, is that every single when the librarian is attached to the intercessors,
yes,
they all share the same abilities and the same keywords.
Yes, so long as the models with those abilities are alive. Oh, hello.
What was that?
That was an announcer.
Oh, hey, announcer. Hello.
Oh, his avatar's changed. I'll put him over there. There you go. You can go over there.
Oh, is it my Spamton mole?
Yeah, you've got like funky sunglasses on.
Yep, that's so I was doing Deltarune dubbing streams with my friend Mitsuki, and she
fun.
got my little mole character and dressed him up as one of the characters from Deltarune.
How do I sorry, this is very off topic. Do I have to add every single Fuji interactive thing as like a separate source on?
Yeah. So the reason he appeared for me is I already have a source for him because I've had
right. Well, if we're gonna have multiple people, I'd rather like the chat see who's speaking, so I'm gonna just set that up real quick. So as we were saying with the keywords, yeah, as long as like the librarian is active, you can use the librarian's abilities. Yes. As long as the intercessors are active, you can use that ability. Yeah, so, I understand.
However, as a bodyguard unit, which is the intercessors are in this instance, once the intercessors die, the librarian would no longer get their defensive ability because they're dead.
Yeah, because they're all dead. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense to me.
There is some exceptions in the sense that there's a keyword that might come up later because I think I have access to it called Precision, which lets me attack a character that's in the squad before I attack the bodyguard. So imagine like stuff like snipers tend to use that kind of ability.
Right.
And in that scenario, if I killed the character, then it would strip you of the bonus. But but there's ways to avoid that. Sorry. Yeah.
So I have no. You're totally fine. I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions, and I apologize to. I'm sure that there's gonna be somebody who is watching this who's like, Ava asks a lot of questions, and the answer is yes. I'm trying to understand this game that I want to play very badly.
If anybody does have a problem with it, You can take your complaint to the help desk at 555. Go fuck yourself.
Nah, not yet.
No.
From what I understand, psychic has changed a little bit as the keyword.
A little bit. So kind of like his ability he gives his squad, psychic as a keyword means that anything that has that keyword as a weapon ignores modifiers. So again, like his ability, I can't make you -1 to hit on the psychic weapons, period.
Right. So my he has a fulmination.
Yes.
So
that weapon in particular might be quite confusing
for
you to read. You see where it has the little white arrow before the name of the weapon?
Yeah, you have to choose one of these because I can't.
Yes.
It's not like AOS where you just go down the list. You pick one thing.
So okay. Here's where it'll trip you up. For guns in 40k, you can use all of them, except for in the instance where you're firing a pistol. If you're firing a pistol, which is a close quarters weapon like he has, you can either use the close quarters weapons or the other weapons, not both.
I guess the logic is you have to like. I'm kind of like putting D&D logic to it. You have to take an action to like get the gun out of its holster. Maybe I don't know.
I think they just don't want you firing a pistol into close combat and his staff somewhere else at the same time or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand that. So with the case of the librarian, either bolt pistol or you attack with the staff spell,
yes.
or you and it's either target 1 or single target or AoE, because the other one has blast 2.
Okay, so blast, it's not AoE like 7th or whatever it was. You know the blast templates? That's like the old way to do it. So the way blast works, don't worry, it's just keywords, it's fine. If you click the keyword in the app, it'll tell you what it does. But blast in 40k is now essentially if you shoot a unit that has 5 or more models, for each number of blast, you get 1 extra shot per 5, if that makes sense. So if you shoot a 10 squad of guys with blast 2, you'll get 4 extra shots with that weapon. If that makes sense.
Oh.
So it's good at clearing large units, is what blast essentially means.
It's a chaff clearer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so essentially when you fire fulmination, that little white arrow next to the name means it's the same weapon but 2 different profiles. So you'll pick one of the two.
Yeah. I remember I remember at the end of 9th, I was really looking into getting into World Eaters. They were my first combat patrol that I picked up because I love Khorne. And like I was looking at Angron's data slate like over and over and over again. I was like, what the fuck is a sweep?
Oh yeah. So in melee combat, in 40k, unlike the shooting phase, you only get 1 weapon unless there's a weapon that says extra attacks, which is like there's some characters that have like extra weapons they can use at the same time, if that makes sense.
That's going to take some getting used to because AOS is just you go down the list.
Admittedly, most of the time, most guys will only have the 1 weapon. I think the only thing here that has multiple weapons is this Intercessor squad because 1 guy has a chainsword and everyone else just punches people.
Okay.
But yeah. So speaking of shooting multiple weapons, the Landspeeder, I believe, has 3 different guns.
Yeah, so the Landspeeder has a multi-melta, an Onslaught Gatling cannon, and a Storm Fury missile launcher. And from what I understand, from what you've just told me about the arrows and such, I can fire all 3 of those guns in the shooting phase.
Correct, and they do not have to choose the same target. You could fire them at 3 different things if you wanted to.
Is there any penalty for doing that?
No. Well, the penalty in theory is if you fail to kill the thing, like I suppose. Like...
Right. But like, there's no like. If you target more than 1 unit, then like the ballistic skill decreases by 1 or something like that.
Not strictly. There's some data sheets where it might want you to fire at 1 thing, like Intercessors in regular 40k have a rule that wants you to focus fire. Or when we get to stratagems, there might be a stratagem that says you get +1 AP against a specific target, in which case you'd only get the AP against that thing and not the other targets.
Gotcha. Okay, and from what I understand, and just to be super sure here. Sustained hits is if you get a crit, you get extra hits.
Yes.
Right?
And you get extra hits equal to the number on the sustained hit. So sustained hits 1 is if you roll a 6, you get 1 extra hit.
Gotcha. And then Melta is just if you get within half range, which in the case of 18 inches would be 9. right?
Divide 2.
Well, so melt a 2, so it would be d6 plus 2 damage because you're within half range, so it's going to like hit harder.
Yeah, correct. Although I'll note here that against my combat patrol, which we'll go over in a minute, I don't have that many big things, so the high damage weapons might not be as useful here as the Gatling cannon. But
so this is okay. I've said once or twice now, this is going to be the biggest thing to get used to from AOS, but I think honestly, no. Fuck all that. The thing that is going to be the most difficult for my brain to adjust to is that AOS has splash damage. And for those who may not have seen the Spearhead game or have watched AOS in any capacity whatsoever, basically, if you attack this unit of intercessors, and let's say how much of these assault intercessors, how many wounds do these guys have? They have 2. Okay, they're like normal Space Marines. Let's say you do 4 damage overall with 1 gun, right?
Yeah.
All that 4 damage doesn't go into one guy, it spreads. So it goes this guy and this guy are both dead.
Yeah.
But that's not the case in 40k, right?
Correct. So the melter gun, for example, if you rolled the damage and it did 8 damage because you rolled a 6 and was in melter range, it would just kill one guy really hard.
There is some instances of splash damage, like the Deathwing Knight's Sergeant's specific weapon. Its damage carries over to the next target, but those are few and far between.
Yeah, the only other exception to that is any ability that deals mortal wounds does splash. That's just not an attack usually.
Interesting.
So, for example, one of the you know how I mentioned there was before stream. There's some strats that aren't in Combat Patrol.
Yeah.
One of the core ones people will use a lot, and we might use in this game. Do you see where my mouse is? Over here.
Yes.
This way.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You see this board here? So these are all the default stratagems.
Okay.
The most common one we will be using here is probably command reroll, which is just reroll a dice. Explosives is essentially just you're throwing a grenade at someone, and this is one of the main sources of mortal wounds in 40k. Or one of the most common. It's just 1 command point, roll 6 dice, and for each 4+, do a mortal wound.
Okay.
So, for example, if one of my guys threw a grenade at your Space Marines and I did 4 mortal wounds, it would kill 2 Space Marines because that does splash over.
Gotcha. Okay. Rapid ingress is you move during your opponent's
to my understanding,
phase.
let me just check which ones aren't used in Combat Patrol, because it does list which ones aren't.
Right, it does. You're right.
I forget what that was. Was that in the like setup rules?
I actually don't remember where that is.
Oh, here we go. So the ones that aren't used in Combat Patrol are... Oh, okay, explosives isn't used in Combat Patrol, so you can ignore that anyway.
Oh, okay. It was to talk about the example of mortal wounds.
But Crushing Impact, Explosives, and Rapid Ingress are the ones that I recommend not using in Combat Patrol.
Gotcha. So everything else, like Fire Overwatch, Epic Challenge, Insane Bravery. Okay. Can I say something? Epic Challenge is the thing that has been like I eye it every single time I ever get into a 40k game or like I've played some games of Horus Heresy. I've played lots of Age of Sigmar. I've played a little bit of 40k here and there. I talked a bit about it a little earlier, where it's like I haven't played like a full thing. It hasn't sunk in yet. You know what I mean? But every single time, the coolest part of any of these games, Heresy, AOS, whatever, the coolest part to me and all the friends that I play with is you have 2 epic heroes. They don't have to be named or whatever, but like 2 character models just duking it out in the middle of the fight. That is such a cool... It's just fucking cool. Like, that's awesome.
It's Clash of Fates from like Star Wars. We all love the idea of our heroes like, going at it.
Yeah, I mean, so for the sake of this game, the ones we'll probably be most likely to use will be Command Reroll and maybe Overwatch. The rest of them, I would assume, would probably be the ones that are in our detachments. The other one that can come up, but I don't know if it will, is Insane Bravery, which is essentially every unit has a leadership value, and if it's below half or at half strength, you can use this stratagem in the bottom left to essentially not have to make the battle shock test, and you can just automatically pass it, but you can only do that once per game.
And Battle Shock is different in this edition because it doesn't go away at the end of the turn, because it used to do that, and that's why it made it dog shit. Now they're still afraid until they pass their leadership test successfully, or they run off the board, in which case they're destroyed.
They don't run off the board.
Yeah, they don't do that part anymore. That doesn't exist. But the important part of Battle Shock is it reduces your objective control value to 0, so you can't control objectives or do missions.
Yeah, because they're retreating.
Yes, but also if you are Battle Shock and have to roll again to unbattle shock, you can't Insane Bravery because you can't use strats on Battle Shock units. So you would have to decide this before the first Battle Shock has failed, not after you're already shocked.
You know what's crazy about AOS? We used to have something like Battle Shock and leadership and bravery and stuff. That it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same about like the psychic phase, but I don't necessarily want it back as a phase. I'd rather they implemented it a bit more like AOS did, with the you sort of just do it during the turn as an extra thing.
Yeah, the command phase having like big spells that you can do is really cool.
We did do that back in 5th edition, where psychic spells were either during the shooting or the melee phase, depending on the spell. The problem is that if you were playing an army like Thousand Suns or Grey Knights, they just had such an unfair advantage with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I could do a million things during my shooting and my my melee phase, and if you're playing, let's just say Tau Empire or Necrons, fuck you.
Yeah.
Which
what Alex, my other partner, he talked about once how he was playing a game. I think it must have been 5th edition or something, where he was he had a Space Marine librarian or like a rune priest or something target a Necron, and his friend, I'm probably misremembering the story a lot, but he basically targeted a Necron, and his friend was like, they don't have a soul, so that spell doesn't work.
That's never been a thing.
That's me when I lie.
I guess it technically is the thing now, for example, though, because your librarian has a psychic attack, so if it doesn't have assault when he advances, you can't use it.
Oh no!
I remember back in 5th edition, the Necrons had a upgradable equipment called Mind Shackle Scarab. You rolled 3d6 leadership on target character, and if the character failed, they had to attack their own squad or themselves. It was awful.
So my question, because the app doesn't really go into it, because I asked you this right before we got started. In the app, I can see I have stratagems that are unique to my combat patrol.
Yes.
And I understand those because I have like Relentless Aggression, Terrifying Charge, and Decapitating Strike, and I can understand the uses for those. Enhancements I'm a little confused on, because I don't know if I'm supposed to pick one, or is it just something that I get?
That feels very unclear at the moment. Unless anyone in either of our chats can clarify this. I assume we either both pick one, or we just get, because is there two for every single one? I don't know.
Yeah, I see two options here, and my assumption is you pick one.
Yeah.
I'm double checking combat patrol.
Yeah, if anyone can clarify that in chat, that'd be great. But otherwise, we can just do a pick one if you want, just so we don't have to worry too much about too many rules.
No.
I don't think it matters too much, because as long as we're both taking the same number of them, it should be relatively fair. Someone chat saying you pick one. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Let's quickly go through the rest of your units first, though. So the Landspeeder on its stage sheet on Combat Patrol actually doesn't have an ability. And
it doesn't.
My assumption for this is, one, because it's a vehicle in Combat Patrol, which there's not that many of. And also in regular 40k, its rule is that it shoots and then you roll a dice and move that many inches. And being able to dodge out of the way of your opponent shooting in Combat Patrol where you don't have that many units might be a bit too strong.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Chatter is correct, by the way. It is one.
Okay, cool. My I I see this has an objective control of 2, which means that this thing can speed around, and it does have fly.
Yes.
And flying does work like it works in AOS now. I don't have to fucking measure and now you measure up, and now you measure across, and now you measure down. I just go, and then I move over here.
Kind of. So the way fly works in it's okay. It's not that complicated. Don't worry. Essentially, in 40k, there's light terrain and dense terrain. So if you come over to the maps and look in the center,
yes,
you see how some of them are green and some of them are yellowish.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow stuff is light terrain, which means anything can go through it as long as you don't end on it.
Mm-hmm.
Dense terrain is green, which means for the most part, vehicles and mounted units can't go through them. If you have the fly keyword, you can pay 2 of your inches to go through terrain. Is the way fly works.
That's fine.
For edition. So essentially, if you go through the green bits, just reduce your movement by 2 inches.
Okay, that's much simpler.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's not that complex, don't worry. And then your last unit is you've got. So I explained this to you before the stream. I couldn't find scans of this unit, but jump pack intercessors are the closest thing I could find. So these are Vanguard veterans with jump packs, I believe. Is the sheet you've got?
Vanguard veterans with jump packs, which is a weird little added thing at the end there because they used to just be called Vanguard veterans, but the fact that they have with jump packs, it makes me think that there's potentially a future where we see Vanguard veterans without jump packs, and they're just like a really, really good assault intercessor.
So that one does confuse me because there is technically a veteran foot squad, but it's called Stern Guard veterans. So I don't know.
Stern Guards are all shooty though. Yeah. So it would make sense that there's like a melee one, I guess. Question mark. But
essentially, as far as the app's concerned, and obviously we don't have the models for it, all of your guys in the squad have mastercrafted power weapons, which are essentially just a better melee weapon that's damage 2. It's like 3 attacks each. So you get 15 attacks with the full squad.
Ooh. Okay.
And then one guy has a plasma pistol. If you look at the plasma pistol on the app, it has the close quarters thing like most pistols do. Close quarters, I didn't really explain earlier. It just means if you're in combat, you can use it to shoot the thing you're in combat with. Which
during the shooting phase?
Yes, which you usually can't do with other guns.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you will have 4 heavy bolt pistols and 1 plasma pistol. There's a mechanic that plasma pistols have. They have 2 different profiles, and the second one is the supercharged one.
Cook it.
Yeah, so essentially all that means is, so in this case, its strength goes up by 1, its AP goes up by 1, and its damage goes up by 1. But you get the hazardous keyword, which means you roll a dice after you've shot it, and on a 1 or a 2, the squad takes 1 mortal wound, which means you just take A damage on a model in the squad. A change from past editions is that mortal wound doesn't have to go on the guy that has the pistol, you can put it on anyone in the squad, so you can just keep the plasma guy alive until the end if you want to.
Oh, I will be, because I think it's very funny.
I don't know what their ability is. They have a reactive move. So if I shoot them, you can then make a move up to D6 plus 1. So after I finish shooting. So if I shoot them, you can then go, I'm going to react the move. You can like try and move them behind a wall, kind of thing. So I can't shoot them again.
Yeah, so it's before you roll any dice to shoot them. You're just saying, I'm going to shoot them, and then I use this ability, right?
No, so this is after I've shot you. So it'll be, I'll shoot you once, and then you'll go, aha, you've shot me, I will move. And then that might block me from shooting you with something else.
Okay, so you're more incentivized to use your stronger shots, or your more devastating shots on them first.
Yeah, because I won't be able to do shit damage to them, because I'll shoot them with like a shit thing, and you'll be like, aha, I'm going to move out the way.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
That's your data sheets. Your strats you've mentioned. But you do you do have a detachment rule though, actually, which is a pretty simple one. All of your units just have +1 OC. So whatever they say on the data sheet, you add 1 to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, simple one.
So instead of the land speeder having 2, it has 3.
Yes. It's most important for the intercessors because on your data sheet version, they have 3, so they'll go up to 4 each, which is a lot.
Oh, wow.
So that means the full squad's 20.
Wow.
Sorry, it'll be like 22 probably because of the librarian, because he'll be in the squad. So you have 2 enhancements to choose from. You can either take Battle Line Veterans, which gives your intercessors Rapid Fire 1, which means if you're in half range, their guns get 1 extra shot.
Okay.
That's on the bolt rifles, not all the guns. I believe one guy, which is the guy I've given the grenade, he's throwing a grenade, has a grenade launcher. I couldn't find the model for the grenade launcher.
It's all good.
So one of them has a grenade launcher. So you have that option, or you can upgrade your Vanguard Veteran squad, and when I end a charge move against you, if I'm engaged with your unit, my unit's melee attacks have -1 to wound rolls until the end of the turn.
Could you do me a favor and right-click on one of those bolt gun guys?
Bolt gun guys?
Yeah, because there might be a thing in your menu called a state. And a state for tabletop sim is like, oh, which kind of state for the weapon do you want?
These don't have that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
I was trying to find one with the grenade launcher, but on the List Forge thing, there wasn't any, so I just got the guy that was throwing a grenade. It works.
Oh.
Yeah, it works.
So would you like the defensive buff on the jump guys, or would you like rapid fire on your intercessors?
I want to see how I'm a melee girly. I started this hobby by collecting corn. I like melee, so I would like to see these Vanguard veterans to do a little bit of work. So I think I'm going to take the Blade Master's defensive buff for them.
Okay. And I guess the last thing, you've mentioned the stratagems, let's quickly go through them. So you have Relentless Aggression. In the fight phase, when you're selected to make a consolidation move, I assume AOS has that as well, doesn't it? Like after you fought, you move a little bit? Or is that?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, so in 40k, when you do a charge, I'm sure this will come up as we're playing. You do your charge. If you roll, you move in. And then before anyone selected to fight, everyone that's made a charge move can do a pile-in.
Yeah.
And that lets you move closer, which you do an AOS. In 40k, after you've finished fighting, you can do a consolidation move if you're not like too close to other things. Which means if you're next to an objective, you can consolidate onto the objective or consolidate into another enemy unit to tag them into combat.
Okay.
And what this stratagem does is, because usually a consolidation move is 3 inches, this increases
and this
to
makes
6
it
inches.
6.
Yes. So essentially it just means that your reach is further after you've killed something.
Right, okay.
So it's a speed buff, essentially. Your second one is
wow, that's nothing to fucking sneeze at. Oh my god.
It's 6 inches. Don't tell the ladies, but it's not bad.
Wow. Hey.
No, you can only either consolidate towards the nearest enemy unit if they're the closest, or an objective if it's the closest.
Yes. So if there's nothing within range, you can't consolidate into nothing. There has to be an objective or an enemy nearby to do it into.
Yeah, I can't just be moving up the board.
Yeah. So your second strat is your charge phase. When a friendly assault force unit ends a charge move, that assault force unit, select an enemy engaged with your unit. That enemy makes a battle shock roll with -1 to the battle shock. That's fairly self-explanatory, I think.
These seem all like really either built around the land speeder or the intercessors. Or sorry, I keep calling them intercessors. The Vanguard vets.
But I think all of these strats actually work on anything. Like technically, all of these units are assault force units. It's just
for sure. I think they would be more useful with these units in particular.
I can see that. Yeah, I imagine the Psycho guy's melee isn't too bad.
It's 4 attacks. It's strength 6, AP 1, damage D3.
That's not horrendous. I mean, it'll wound my guys on 2s because my guys are mostly damage 3.
I'm going to bonk you with my big staff. That's a funny
so your last strat is a bit like that epic challenge one, Decapitation Strike. Mm-hmm. So when you are selected to fight, that unit's melee attacks have precision. So the difference between this and the generic one is this is the whole unit has precision, not just the character. Whereas epic challenge is just the character.
And precision means I get to pick what dies.
Yes, essentially what will happen is, the way things work in 11th edition is you roll all the saves at the same time for the entire unit, including the character. If you have precision, you get to choose who it goes on first.
Okay, yeah, you're going to have to help me a lot with these rolls.
No, that's fine.
But, yeah, I believe I get the broad strokes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I'll go over to mine. I'll quickly try and run through what I've got over here.
Yeah.
So, me being a cringe lord, I've got agents. So we've got the police have shown up to put the Space Marines down.
Fuck, no. I just
want citizen, you have been found in violation of being a freak.
I love eating people. I thought this was fucking America, okay?
Oh,
sorry,
dear.
I thought this was America.
There's something I need to check, actually. I'm not sure if it's an error or not. But in this particular combat patrol, for some reason, on the data sheets, the Vigilant squads have one less guy per squad than you would get in the box. For some reason.
That's odd. What?
Yeah. like if you play them in 40k, they're 11 mans because of the dog. There's 10 plus dog.
Yeah.
But for some reason in this, it lists them as having 9, unless I'm stupid, and it's just...
Or does the dog not count?
No, so it says you have a Cybermaster, which is the dog, a Proctor Vigilant, which is this guy, a guy with a grenade launcher, which is... Where am I putting? This guy.
Okay.
A guy with a Weber, which is this guy. And then 6 guys with regular guns, and I've got 7 here.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, so we can play it with 7 or 6, I don't mind either way. It might just be a typo on that part, but... yeah, so we've got 2 of those. These guys are sort of like... Guardsman-esque. They're guardsmen with shotguns, essentially.
They're guardsmen plus.
They're kind of, yeah. So they're toughness 3, which is quite not durable. They have a 4-up armor save, whereas you have a 3-up on your Space Marines.
Gotcha.
They move about the same speed. Essentially, there's a grenade launcher a bit like you've got. A Weber is essentially like a flamethrower. It's a
Gotcha.
It's D6 shots, but it's got devastating wounds, which means if I roll a 6 to wound with it, it does a mortal wound.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just shotguns, which are essentially, they're like bolters, but they're 18-inch range and have 1 less armor penetration, I'm pretty sure.
I like that the flamethrower looks like the old like John Blanche art for it. That's really cool.
Yeah, I had to find a separate model for this because
fuck.
Because the squad that was scanned with these ones didn't have the guy with the Weber for some reason. So these guys have a Nuncio Aquila, it's the gold thing this guy's holding, which has a once-a-game effect where you can select an objective within 6 of him and make anything standing on it make a battle shock roll.
Huh.
And their other rule is any attacks they have that target a unit below half strength have +1 to wound rolls. So they're better at killing stuff that's already damaged, essentially.
Gotcha.
So there's 2 of those. Their melee is nothing to speak of, really, except for the dog, I think. Yeah, the dog is the same profile as the rest, but has 3 attacks. He's stronger than the boys. We have 1 assassin, the Eversaw assassin. He's a speedy little shit. He moves 9 inches, which isn't quite as fast as your jump back guys, to be fair. But he has sustained hits 3 on his gun and his melee, which means if I roll a 6 on the hit roll, he gets 3 extra attacks.
Wow. Wow.
Kill everyone, there will be no one to witness my crimes.
Yes. So usually in 40k, he has an ability that makes him faster once a game, but they've removed that because the board's smaller. So his ability in in Combat Patrol is when he's selected to attack, he can use this ability, and his melee attacks have -4 AP for that activation.
Oh!
Which hurts, but that's once per game.
Yeah, he gets 1 big pop-off moment.
Yes. So his melee will kill a squad of intercessors. Notably, have I explained invulnerable saves to you? Do you know how those work?
I know how invulnerable saves work, because I've many times gone like, I know how invuln works because it's like AOS, and then people go like, Ava, sweetie, no, that's not how it works. And
no, it's not a war save. No,
invuln is just if my save is stupid and it's like impossible to make, then I can either attempt the fucked up save or I can use my invuln save.
Yes, so you can pick which of the 2 saves to use. Usually, if I have an AP higher than 1 on the guys that have an invuln, you'll want to use the invuln, because I'm pretty sure the captain and the librarian both have a, I would guess,
we have a
4-up
invuln.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, for example, if I put the assassin into either of these 2 and use the AP4 effect, I'd be better off just hitting the intercessors because they don't have 1.
Yeah, because if you did a AP4, then the save would like be impossible to make, so you would have to use a... Yeah. Okay.
I mean, his weapons are precision, but I guess what I'm saying is if I use that effect, I'm actually better not precisioning and just trying to kill these 5 guys, so I'll be more likely to do it because of the high AP.
Yeah.
So that's him. So he has a funky gun and a funky melee, essentially. I won't spend too long on them. I'll explain them when they come up. We have 1... So this is a Ministorum Priest, but this is the best model I could find for it. Essentially, he's a priest with a flamethrower chainsword.
Fuck it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So he has
man.
essentially his ranged attack is the flamethrower and his melee attack is the chainsword.
Awesome.
Yeah, he goes with this squad here that he attaches to it. And he has a once per game in melee combat give his melee attacks +3 attacks and +3 strength.
Okay.
So his melee becomes 6 attacks at strength 8, AP 1 damage 2. It's not bad. And he has an effect on his squad. While he's attached to the squad, the entire squad's melee attacks have sustained hits 1. So if I roll a 6, they get an extra attack. It's mostly good for himself. The squad itself melee isn't that impressive.
Yeah, the squad is more to buff him than him buffing the squad.
Yeah, so the squad is a bunch of guys with a 5-up armor save with 1 wound each. They have the opposite of the Nuncio Aquila thing that I mentioned earlier. They can unbattle shot one of my units within 6 of themselves once per game. Or
I do see a servitor with a Melta.
So he actually has a heavy bolter. I couldn't find the bolter model.
Oh, got you.
So they can either unbattle shot one of my units or try and battle shot one of yours, depending on what I pick.
Okay. Interesting.
And they have a defensive ability, which is when you target this unit, if I'm within range of an objective, you will have -1 to wound. So essentially, they make him more durable by being with him. They have, like you mentioned, the one guy with the heavy bolter. Most of them will have a pistol. I think one guy, which is this guy here, has a plasma pistol, like your guy has.
Yeah.
And then I think one of them has a melee weapon. Yeah, the guy with the staff has a staff as a melee weapon, which is a psychic weapon.
Hell yeah.
I have to pick an enhancement, though. So I don't have an army rule because agents are sad.
We're a real army, you guys.
But my detachment rule is in my command phase, I can select an enemy unit, and any Inquisitor's Hand, which is just anything here, that targets that unit has ignores cover, which you can kind of guess what that does, right?
Yeah.
But so if you're standing in cover or on objective as infantry in a 40k, you get cover, which gives you essentially whatever shoots you has -1 to their ballistic skill. Which, to my knowledge, psychic ignores, so your psychic guy can ignore that, and I can ignore it with this. But it also gives me
psychic ignores it.
But it also gives me lethal hits and precision against whatever I target. So precision we've talked about, but lethal hits is a bit like sustain hits, but instead of getting an extra hit on a 6, I automatically wound on a 6.
Gotcha. So you just set that dice aside in preparation for the save.
Yeah. So instead of rolling the wound roll with that dice, I just put it to the side.
Yeah, it's an automatic success.
Yeah. So as an example, I might walk up to your land speeder and pick that as my target for that ability, and then I just shoot a bunch of shotguns at it that usually wouldn't do that much damage. And if I roll any 6s, I don't have to worry about the wound roll part of it.
Interesting.
So that's that. I don't think I have enhancements, actually. Oh, oof. Oh, no. Hold on. Detachments. Enhancements. Aha. So I've either got Killer Reflexes, which is for the Assassin, which is on a 2+. When it's destroyed in a fight, I can have it fight on death, which means it just gets to attack when it dies in combat.
Gotcha.
The other option is Sanctic Slayers, which goes on the Priest, which makes it so that when it's selected to attack, I can use this ability, and if this unit attacks target a unit of higher toughness than its strength, I get +1 to wound, so it makes them better against big things, essentially.
Interesting.
I think I'll pick that second one, partly because you've got a vehicle, and I don't.
Yeah.
Which makes sense to me. I have 3 stratagems. This is the last bit. I have Urban Enforcers in your shooting or fight phase. When you target a Inquisitor's Hand unit with every model in a terrain area, so if I'm on terrain, essentially, I can use this strat to give your attacks -1 to their AP. I have Superior Weaponry, which is essentially the opposite. If I shoot or fight, I can spend a CP to give my units attacks +1 AP. Oh, hey, I can make the Assassin's melee attacks AP 5. It's completely unnecessary, but...
No.
And the last one I have is an Inquisitorial Mandate, which I can use on any of my units except the Assassin. Okay. Oh, sorry, that last one also excludes the Assassin. I can't give the Assassin +1 AP.
Oh, thank God.
And this last one is...
Oh, yeah, because he really doesn't need...
Yeah, he really needs it. It would be useful if he does use that once again effect after he's used it, but...
yeah.
So the last one is I select the Inquisitor's hand unit excluding the Assassin and select an objective I'm standing on, and that objective is secured, which essentially is what you would call sticky objectives, which you're probably familiar with.
Oh, God, I forgot. Right. Yeah, we're going to have to stay on objectives, aren't we?
You will. I can spend command points to not have to.
Oh, fuck you. Frick you, man. Frick you.
So your intercessor should have an ability where they can walk off an objective. Oh, not in combat.
No, not in combat patrol. They don't have that. Instead, in combat patrol, they have OC3 and are more durable when they're standing on objectives. So they didn't have that rule. Yeah.
Listen. I have 2 like super mobile units, so I'm not super worried about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but there's definitely a world where you could like hold one objective near your home with like these guys, and then next turn just go wee.
Yeah. I affectionately when I do like painting streams and stuff, I constantly talk to people about like it's a good idea to kind of learn a little bit what each unit does so that you're not spending like 10-15 hours on something that is what I affectionately refer to as an objective monkey.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to spend 15 hours on a squad of intercessors who are going to just sit on an objective for, like, the entire game. Like, why?
So someone in the chat is saying that in 10th Combat Patrol, all the battle line units just had sticky, regardless of their rules. I don't know whether that's the case now or not, because the app does not tell us. If someone wants to clarify where we can find that.
GW!
But this is the Space Marines Combat Patrol part of the new Armageddon box. This is the rules they added for that on the app. I will clarify for chat. There's no rules as to the missions that are being used on the app right now. So what we're going to do is just use the standard cards. There might be some we can't score, in which case we'll just ignore those ones. But
yeah, that's fine.
But otherwise, so I believe I check what my disposition is actually. My disposition is purge the foe, so I have to kill stuff and you have to hold objectives.
Interesting. Okay.
So that is more or less my list. Again, obviously there's a lot to remember there, so I will remind you when stuff comes up as well.
No, for sure.
Someone's saying they don't have sticky now. So I guess so we can load the map. Would you like to roll a dice so we figure out which of these 3 maps we're playing?
I'll roll a die. That's a 2, which on a D3 that would be a 1.
That'd be this one then.
Okay.
Oh, it's a little Necron things. Oh, that's funky. That's new.
Cool. Oh, sweet. Oh, wow.
So I can turn on the deployment zone so you can... Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. There's that one. There you go. Is that right?
Cool. That's a Combat Patrol 2?
Yeah, I think that's what the thing said, right? It's definitely not that one. Yeah, I guess it is that one. Okay, interesting. So my understanding of this is there's 4 objectives on the map, which are these big ones in the home, these 2.
Okay.
And then these 2 pylons are objectives. Everything else is just
buildings. Terrain. Gotcha. No funny walls don't count things like in Spearhead. Like if I'm what I mean to say is if this intercessor is fully behind this wall and this intercessor is on the other side of the wall, we can't attack each other.
So you can.
Oh fuck!
So the way, so we'll get to combat eventually anyway. But the way combat's engagement range in 11th edition is 2 inches. So if you're within 2 inches, you are in engagement range, even through walls.
Gotcha. Okay.
But obviously we'll talk about combat when we get there as well. So
yeah, for sure.
Let me hit the Okay, I'll unload the map for a second because it's not giving us the disposition stuff. So I was purged. You were
taken hold.
Aha, there you go. So that card is your mission. The green one. So it has 3 different parts here. Number 1, at the end of your turn, if you control a central objective, which is one of those 2 pylons, you get 3 points. At the end of your command phase, which is obviously the turn after you've tried to do this, you get 5 points for each objective you control that is not your home objective.
I like this because this is encouraging me to like it gives me a clear goal of like go here first.
Obviously,
then from there on, like try to get other objectives. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. So the caveat to that second one is obviously since it's end of your command phase, you won't be able to score it until the next turn. So you'd have to put something on one of them and have it survive until the next turn.
Right.
And then the last one is so. At the end of the 5th battle round, which is the final turn of the game, you get 5 points for each you control, excluding your home. So at the end of the game, essentially, you'll score some extra points for holding stuff.
So this is really encouraging me to like, go spread out and try to take as many objectives as you can.
Yeah. Like you're durable, you have higher RC than me, and my goal will have to be to kill you and remove you from said objectives.
Yeah, and your mission...
So I get 3 points if I kill a unit in my turn.
Okay.
It says any battle round, but it says end of your turn, so I don't think I can score it in your turn. And then from the second round onwards, for each objective I control, I get 4 points, so I get less points than you do for controlling objectives.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of my turn, from the second round onwards, if I control an objective I didn't control at the start of the turn, I get 3 points. So I can't just sit on the same objective, I have to control a new one for the extra 3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the game, at the end of battle, I get 5 points if I hold one of the middle ones.
I appreciate that this, at least, and this is probably due to our specific mission combination. It's not just raw go in and kill as many units as possible. It is also incentivizing you, like, no, also go take objectives, but just be aggressive about it.
It depends on the matchup. Like, there's a particular mission combination called Meat Grinder, which is Purge the Foe versus Purge the Foe, and 90% of the points in that are just kill stuff. But there's still an element in there of holding objectives.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
the name's great though, yeah. But have you also noticed how one of these objectives is called Unstoppable Force and your one's called Immovable Object?
Wait, that's so cool. That's so fun.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. All right, we've set the missions.
Yeah, so they're now up here. So if you need to check them, they're up at the scoreboard area.
Okay, cool.
So they're there now. Has it deleted? Okay, I might reload the scene because it's got rid of the map things.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Games.
Listen, it's Tabletop Sim. There's going to be a couple errors here and there.
Yeah, we've never had problems. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never. There would never be a problem.
So let me just.
I did copy.
Me and him played last time. It's fine.
I did copy my what's it called? Units, so I could just like paste them whenever.
Okay. You can put them down now if you want. I'm just.
They're here.
So there's the missions. I'll put them back, and now we can load 2. So it is the diagonal thing as well for the deployment zone. So 2.
Ah, okay.
There we go. So if I go boop boop, that's the deployment zones. Show objectives. So now there's markers on the ones that are objectives.
Oh, okay, that's very helpful. Thank you.
So the little castle one's your home objective, and these are the expansion.
Yeah.
So a caveat to how cover works in 11th edition. For the most
I was just about to ask.
So you see how there's like a template around the terrain?
Yeah.
If you're behind it, these kinds of templates are treated as being infinitely high. You're like not visible because the building is blocking line of sight of you.
Gotcha.
As soon as you touch it, it becomes true line of sight. However, there's a rule in 11th edition called hidden, which means if every unit from your squad is either on the template or hidden, like behind the template, you get the hidden rule, which means you can only be shot if you're within 15 inches. If that makes sense.
So if there's a guy here.
Let me grab some guys as an example. Let's say.
Yeah, please.
Let's say there's a squad of intercessors.
Yeah.
And they're all touching this terrain piece.
Yeah. They're all touching the.
Yeah. They're all touching the thing. If I'm over, let's say over here, I have to be within 15 inches of you to shoot you, period.
Oh wow! Regardless of range, because
Regardless
I
of
know
range.
the land speeder has like a really long range. So if
Yes.
your guys are all over here, I can't shoot them because the idea is that they're hiding.
And now, an extra caveat here is if if all of your models are obscured by terrain, which means, for example, let's say, hidden also only applies to infantry and beasts. So mounted units like or vehicles like the speeder can't benefit from hidden.
Okay.
So you can't. I mean, you can still obscure a speeder and make it so that I can't see it to shoot it, but you can't get the 15-inch part.
Yeah, you can't get that part. Yeah.
So as another example, though, if you're obscured, which means all of them are like partially hidden by a piece of terrain and they're on a terrain base like this, for example.
If there's a unit here, I can't see them, so I can't do anything.
But so that's fully obscured. If you're partially obscured and wholly within the terrain, you get something called go to ground, which is your hidden range becomes 12 inches instead of 15. Because I'm partially obscured from you, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's a bit of an odd rule,
and the smart thing to do there, if like let's say you get enough damage through it, you get 2 wounds in. So this guy, you would want to pick this guy off the board so that now in this situation I would be totally obscured. Can no longer
so let's say I was here and I could partially see that guy. Mm-hmm. It would be 12-inch hidden because you were partially obscured, and then if I killed that guy and I can't see the rest of the squad, let's say there's another unit right behind him, I wouldn't be able to shoot, period.
Gotcha.
The last caveat to the hidden rule is that if you shoot, you are not hidden. So you only gain hidden if you haven't shot that turn.
That whole turn.
Yes. So if, for example, let's say you're here with these intercessors, and I'm in the middle here, and you decide to shoot me on your turn. On my turn, because you've shot, you are not hidden. So I can just shoot you from down here if I have a long-range gun. I don't have that many long-range guns, don't worry.
Gotcha.
So that will matter more for me to worry about. Because, for example, if I try and shoot your Marines...
I mean, so far, all of this has made, like, perfect sense to me.
Yes. The only other thing to note about these terrain pieces is if all of your units are touching the terrain piece, you get the benefit of cover.
Gotcha.
Which means...
Is there any difference between, like, light cover, heavy cover, anything like that?
I think I mentioned it earlier. Essentially, light cover means anything can go through it. Heavy cover means unless you have fly, you can't go through it if you're a vehicle.
Okay, my question with that specifically was because Horus Heresy has a lot of different terrain that has different effects depending on if it's like light, medium, or heavy.
Yeah, I don't think we have that really. I think it's a bit more simplified. It's mostly just to do with how you maneuver through it. In your case, you only need to worry about that if you have the speeder. So, for example, this speeder can't go through this pylon unless you use your fly keyword to pay 2 inches to go through it. Or if you go around it, which means you go like this and then like measure it there and then do that kind of thing.
Okay, talk to me about pivoting, because if this guy is like this, and I want to move up 5 inches and then turn for whatever reason, what's that like? Do I have to spend movement to do that, or
so that used to be the case? As of right now in 11th edition, pivoting is free.
I'm spinning, yes.
Which you can use to gain extra movement. So, for example, let's say you needed 14 inches to reach here, and then you just pivot and touch the objective, and now you can see through it.
That's crazy! Whoa!
But obviously, if you go like that, and I'm here, I can't see you.
I'm drunk driving the land speeder.
But yeah, if you're like that and not touching it, I can't see you because this is obscuring you.
That's really funny.
It's quite funny.
That's really fun. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, question.
Yeah.
But does that apply because this is a vehicle?
So that's not to do with the hidden rule. That is just with how terrain works. Like, this is treated as being infinitely high as long as you're not touching it.
That's really interesting.
Obviously, I could still probably quite easily see you here, like past it.
Yeah. But the idea of like if directly.
Yeah.
These 2 units cannot see each other.
Correct. Until this guy does
That's
this.
Really
and then
funny.
They can see each other.
That's really funny. Okay. Interesting.
It's just an interesting dynamic of their sort of workarounds to like mass shooting armies. Like things like how annoying people... Like, it's kind of almost a response to how much people used to hate Tau back in the early 2000s, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. No.
Because it kind of solves that
I've
problem
heard the
without having to be
nightmare.
too complex.
I also I've also talked to my friend about this, where he mentioned after playing AOS for a few times, because AOS is like melee heavy, and that's why you're like shooting is so powerful. Whereas 40k is the exact opposite, where shooting's the name of the game, and he and I have talked about sometimes it's a little frustrating because sometimes 40k, at least from the battle reports and everything I've seen, it's a little frustrating to watch sometimes because it feels that the game just kind of becomes a big game of peekaboo.
Sometimes, yeah.
Not all the time, but just
I
at
guess
times.
I quite often liken it to stuff like it's like how would I describe it? If I'm describing it to like my parents, I quite often describe it as like chess. Like I'm sending a piece out to take an objective, and it will trade for my opponents on their turn.
Yeah. No, all this terrain stuff makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it takes a bit of explaining, but it kind of makes sense once you get used to it, because then you're like, oh, okay, so this mechanically works.
Question about how go roof?
So the same hidden rules apply, because while you're on the template, while you're within the template, you count as being within terrain. So as long as you don't shoot, you'd still benefit from hidden.
My question was more like, okay, my unit starts on the ground.
Yes. So you would have to measure upwards, but yes, you can move vertically.
Okay, you do have to measure up, and the idea is that they're climbing. Okay,
typically these kind of platforms are usually like 4 or 5 inches up. So I would just estimate, and like if you're below it, you can probably just go up 5 and be fine.
Yeah, so like this is probably 5
I think there's a way to do 3D measuring. So if you mouse over the line tool and hit 3D, you can change it, I think. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass to do in TTS though, but yeah, there you go. It's about 3 inches tall, so as long as you can move 3 inches.
3 inches. So move 3 inches. Okay. That's
also
a very useful trick for TTS. Thank you.
So there is actually benefits to doing that in 40k. If you are at least announcer, remind me, is it 3 or 4 inches up?
What was the question here? I'm sorry.
Plunging fire.
Yeah, you have to either be 3 inches above the target or draw a direct line down.
Yeah, so there's a rule in 40k which is called plunging fire. If you are at least 3 inches above the person you're shooting at, I'm pretty sure it is, you get +1 to your ballistic skill when shooting at them. So if you are here and I'm down here, you get +1 to ballistic skill.
I will double check the roll to make sure.
Does that extend to however far the range of the bolter is? Because is it just down to here, or can it be like anywhere that I can reach?
Whatever the range is. However, if I'm here, you still won't be able to see through it because of
the way
terrain works.
Because it's infinitely tall.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the attacking model must be on a terrain feature that is more than 3 inches in height. Or if you're a towering model, the enemy unit just has to be within 12 inches.
Yeah, so basically things like big knights get towering when they're shooting stuff that's short, which is quite funny.
That is fun. That's fun.
But yeah, that's the basics of terrain without spending too long on it. But
gotcha. No, this all makes a lot of sense to me.
The sport's funky though. I like it. So if I
my chat was asking earlier, does this table only work with 11th edition Combat Patrol, or can it do all 11th edition games?
So this is the LCT mod for Tabletop Sim, and it has options for regular 40k as well. It's not just
cool
this specifically. In fact, I think the main purpose of this is regular 40k, so the Combat Patrol stuff is probably a bit more limited than the 40k stuff, but it seems to have everything here, so it works. I think there's also an option for boarding actions, which we may have to try at some point, because we did mention that on the Discord as well.
Yes, I would love to play boarding action with you fucks.
You two, we were talking about in the Discord. I was like,
ooh,
boarding actions sound really cool.
Yeah, because like there's small interactions with it, like, oh, this bulkhead is closed. We have to like spend a turn opening it up. Or if you have something like a chain fist, you can just punch the door open.
I have a very small, very fun thing. So the Combat Patrol equivalent I guess it would be more similar to boarding actions from what I understand, of Horus Heresy is called Zone Mortalis. And Zone Mortalis, a big thing is doors. And in order to open the door, you must roll your intelligence stat for your Marine. So there is situations, more often than not, that the Marines are too stupid to open a fucking door. And it's incredible.
D&D moment.
I love it. I love it so much.
Honestly, boarding actions is one of those modes where I'm like, I want to try agents on them, because in boarding actions is the only mode where agents have an army rule. Because their army rule in boarding actions is they can like open doors and set up explosives and then get a free move afterwards. So they're like, they're like
fucking C4 the door.
Yeah, because they're like the
That's
sort of, they're like the seafarers, aren't they? So they're sort of used to it.
That's
kind of
awesome. That's so cool.
But yeah, so what I've done is I hit the start game button, and all that really does is puts all the cards that were in our hands into these secondary decks. You see up here? At the
Yes.
So when we start our turns, we'll have these. I don't know as whether or not full Combat Patrol, when it's finished, will have these or not, or whether they'll have their own secondaries, because in the past, Combat Patrol has had its own secondary scoring system. But as of right now, it just seems to be using the dispositions from 11th, so I'll just use the cards for now.
Okay.
So, some basic stuff. One, in both players' turns, we gain a command point. There's a button here that changes the phase. You don't have to do it that, judiciously, but as long as we're on the correct turn, it's fine. Because once we go to the next turn, it will give us both a CP. So we both start at 1, and then and then whoever goes first, pass over to the next person. You get another CP.
Does CP stack?
Yes. What do you mean by stack?
So if I do, it's battle round 1.
Yes.
I don't spend any CP. We get through the entire battle round. It's battle round 2 now. Do I get 2 CP?
Oh, yeah, it's cumulative. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Few caveats. 1, you can't use the same strat multiple times per phase. So you can't use
Thank you. Okay,
the same strat multiple different units. And also, conversely, you can't use multiple different strats on the same unit in one phase.
It's 1 per across the board. Gotcha.
Yeah, so for example, if you had a strat that's in the charge phase, you can't use that strat on that unit and then spend a CP to re-roll the charge as well. So you'd have to pick.
Gotcha. But I could do like relentless aggression with whatever, and then pick a different unit, and then pick a different stratagem.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But if those strats are different phases, like for example, you might have a strat that says shooting or fight phase, you can use it once in the shooting phase and then once in the fight phase.
Gotcha. But there's one, you can only use one stratagem per phase. I understand.
No, you can use multiple. You just can't use the same one multiple times.
Oh, gotcha.
And you can't use multiple on the same unit in the same phase. So you can't go on spending 2 on this one squad in the same phase, and you can't use one strat 3 times in the same phase.
I can use command reroll for 1 unit and then use epic challenge for another one. Correct. If I have 2 CP spent. Gotcha.
But you can't command reroll, let's say, a hit roll, and then like use another strat here on that same unit in the same phase.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is great because, like, I, again, as someone who collects Ultramarines and their entire thing is like CP regeneration, with like Calgar and Guilliman and shit, I really like being able to react to things.
Yeah.
So being able to like, okay, I spent a CP to do Overwatch, and then I'm going to do a command reroll with this other unit on my turn or whatever. Like that's, I really like that because I like, I don't know. There's something about it that just tickles my brain. I like being very active in these games.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just put these deployment zones back on. So
all good. Okay.
Let's roll a dice and we'll see who deploys first. So I rolled a 3.
Okay, let's roll again.
Roll again.
I got 3.
I also rolled a 3.
Let's roll again. I got 2.
Do it again. I rolled 6. I will let you deploy first. And we alternate, essentially, in this game. So you deploy, then I deploy.
I deploy the entire force, or do I deploy 1 unit?
It's 1 unit at a time, and note that the librarian with the intercessors counts as 1 unit.
Right, gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put my land speeder on the objective. Make sure it's inside and also touching the objective and also kind of behind a wall.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a tip here, what you could do is just have it like this. And if you need to put it on your objective in your first turn, you could just pivot it. Because
So my question is, if I start the game and it's on the objective, is it already mine, or do I have to stay on it until the end of my first turn?
so it would be yours. However, you don't have access to sticky objectives, so there's no reason to start.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're entirely right. So in that case,
But the only thing starting on it does for you there is that it makes you visible. Because as it's a vehicle, you don't get access to the hidden rule. You just get cover.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Here, let me check my primary really quick.
Because you score it at the end of your turn, the first bit.
Right. You know what? Let's just put the land speed. It moves 14 inches. I'm not super worried, so I'm just gonna put it right.
Yeah, my guns aren't super long range. The best I've got is a heavy bolter, which is like 24 inches, which is like not super long range. But also,
I'm not going to be super worried about it.
I'm like, you're kind of obscured by that terrain piece anyway. I would.
I'm not super used to just having vehicles in general because, like, you know, I'm more used to like monsters. You know.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is if you move in like a tiny bit to my left.
What about the giant tower, Ava?
Because what you can do is you could do this, and now I can't see you down this side of this building.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because I would measure to the wing in this instance, because most vehicles have the so a lot of vehicles in 40k have the frame keyword, which means you measure to the hull essentially instead of the base.
Yeah. The base is there.
So your wing's sticking out, I can measure to the wing essentially.
Right. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Thank you.
Cool. I'm gonna.
Also, announcer, the Cogfort like just came out, and I also don't play cities.
I mean, fair, but my brain's just like, but giant tower.
It also walks. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yes, it's amazing, and I want one for my orc army, so that way I can working on.
So someone in my chat just said that they've made some combat patrol stratagem cards for you to use in game if you want, but you'd have to join the game to give them to us. I'm not that worried because we both have access to the app, but
I like the idea that chatter's just wearing like a trench coat on the street, and they're just like, I got some cards for you.
You want to buy some drugs?
let me in. Hey.
Hey, Yugi Kaiba, I got some cards for you.
So I'm going to start with my Inquisitorial Agent squad. They're going to start on this objective. Oh, sorry. Hold on, I see it further back because
deployment, right? Yeah, that funny little thing.
Yeah, but what I can do is I can start a couple of them on the objective. And if I want to, I could spend CP in my turn to stick it, because that's one of my stratagems.
But because all of them aren't on the objective, do they benefit from hidden?
So they do, so long as they're not visible. If you manage to come around the side and see me, I wouldn't get hidden.
Gotcha.
Yeah, back to you.
I thought the Cogfort had wheels. No, it has legs, man. It's like a Discworld creature. It's incredible.
It's amazing.
Let's take the intercessors with librarian, and we're gonna do basically the same thing.
Wow, he's coughing. No, I'm joking.
Listen, I've never had an original idea in my life, according to that one commenter.
Again for you, because you don't have access to sticky, you don't have to start on it. But you can to score your mission. You can just walk onto it and score it at the end of your turn. If that makes sense. The only reason I'm starting on it is because I have access to that strategy.
It's more beneficial to actually not start on the objective. That's going to be weird.
So there's scenarios where you'd want to. In regular 40k, most people would start them on the objective, because in regular 40k, intercessors have the sticky rule on their data sheet.
Yeah. So they'd be able to start, lock it in, and then whatever.
Yeah.
Really quick, what's the what's coherency again? 2 inches?
So the way coherency works in 11th edition 40k is it's 2 inches between each model, and 9 inches across the squad. So the furthest you can be from this guy to the furthest guy is 9 inches.
Wait, that's crazy.
It matters more for 10-man units. So for example, my 10-man squad over here is actually a bit more of a struggle to be within 9.
But this is coherent.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's weird. That's really
there is a caveat that if you have 7 or more models in the squad, you do have to be within 2 inches of 2 models. So so the bigger the squad gets, the more it's rated.
Similar.
Yeah,
AOS works similarly.
Yeah. But yeah, you can spread out a bit. It doesn't matter too much here, but in a regular game of 40k, people often fan stuff out a little bit, like you were just doing, in order to prevent people from dropping things in from reserves or deep strike.
Yeah, deep strike. Yeah.
Which isn't the case here because there's no real use of deep strike here.
Okay, that's this unit deployed.
Back to me. Let's put some cops down.
Not.
They're,
ACAP definitely includes these fucks.
They're copping a feel, as it were.
Damn. They look like they're hiding in a little box. It's adorable.
What the dog doing? I'm gonna put the one that's got the web at the front because he's got a flamethrower.
Be wary, but he's gonna kill his dog and he's gonna blame you for it.
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Okay, so that's my dog squad.
Okay. My captain now. My funny captain with his funny shield.
My captain.
Oh, important. Can we move through buildings?
So infantry can always. Your vehicle can't unless it uses your fly keyword, which costs you 2 inches.
Right. So this captain on my movement phase,
Yeah.
if, I don't know what his movement is.
Yeah.
Okay.
He moves 6 inches probably, I would guess. You could advance as well.
Let me double check. Assault force captain moves 6 inches.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm used to like Chaos, Slaves of Darkness. They all move fucking 4.
I mean, he might be quite rude actually, because what you could do theoretically next turn is if you manage to advance like this side of the wall, you can make it so that if I want to take that objective off you, I'd have to walk onto it, and then you could charge me with him with his ability.
How did you know my plan? It wasn't that in depth, but I was like, I want to get that objective, and he probably doesn't move all that much. So yeah, that's him deployed.
Yeah. I only have 2 things left. So, so one rule I neglected to mention actually. Let me check. Let's see if it actually has it in this mode. Oh, it doesn't. Damn. Okay, that's fine. So in regular 40k, the assassin has a rule called lone operative, which means he can't be shot, period, outside of 12 inches. He doesn't have that here. So I have to be careful about where I put him, which is weird, because I don't usually have to do that. He's going to go... They can't go inside the building, so...
Wait, Lou just texted me. This is good news. There's a fucking LCT table for Heresy. We're fucking in business, baby! Yes!
All right, back to you.
Finally!
I get to play my Ultramarines in 30k again?
Finally!
The happiest screams.
Is that the assassin deployed?
Right, actually, there's no reason for me to put on the train, is there? Because the other squad's on it. Yeah. I'm like, yes, I will give you my assassin for no reason.
Okay. I guess I just have my assaults. I keep the fucking the veterans, the motherfucking veterans. Okay. Well, now here's the question, because I don't, as someone who doesn't play 40k all that often, I can't really accurately gauge how tough things are just yet, just from a glance. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these guys like. Let me see where you're at.
Do you want to see something? Do you want to see something quite cheeky about 11th edition that I can show you here?
Sure.
If you wanted to put the way you were thinking in there, and you wanted to get hidden, what you could do is with coherency is you could do this, and then put the other ones on this side.
We're very sneaky, you see.
So long as they're each within 2 inches of another guy, which that middle guy is, and they're all on the terrain, you would get the 15-inch, unless you shoot, obviously.
I mean,
they're not that good at shooting anyway because they got pistols.
well, this is what I'm saying. I don't feel super great about that. That's very funny.
It's just a tip I thought I'd point out. You don't have to do it.
No. I appreciate it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them like in this little corner here. And my plan, honestly, is to just kind of have them screen and pick their targets. As they reveal themselves.
Do you want to just shift all these across a little bit? Because right now you are sticking out down the side of the building. Because you could just do this.
I am, but my thought was, I don't think because the pillar is here, right? I don't think you're gonna have anything that's gonna be able to shoot unless you had something here, and even then, I don't know if you would have the range to do it.
Probably not turn 1. Like I could stage like behind here and then try and do it. But yeah, yeah, up to you. You can stick them out if you want, but
yeah, we'll just shift them
Just
back
bring
a
it
little
back.
bit of
Okay,
where
that's
they
fine.
are. Just shimmy them back a little bit.
My
Okay.
other top boys. Wait, how far does this land speeder move? 14?
Yes.
So as long as I'm outside of 29 inches
Mm-hmm.
with hidden, he can't shoot me. Cool. Measuring's important.
And because some of the unit is outside, you are still hidden until you shoot.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So let me just measure this. The frontmost one is going to be there, which is that's within 29. I don't like that.
I was lied to. Size does matter.
29 inches of size. 28. Oh, son of a bitch.
Ouch.
I don't think there's actually a reason for me to put these on the terrain just yet, so I'm actually not going to. I will just sit them back a little bit. Off the terrain. Look at us.
Okay.
There you go.
Why are Blood Angels fighting the police? They're mad because I'm eating people.
It's the Bloods versus
They
the
found
Crips.
No!
Oh dear. Okay, yeah, we're deployed.
Deployment done.
Now we roll to see who goes first. And in this case, it's not a pick. It's whoever rolls higher just goes first.
Gotcha.
I got a 4.
I rolled a 1.
Here we go. So we've both gained the CP because it did it all for us automatically. So now we draw some missions. Wow.
Okay.
So there's some buttons
how many
here.
do we draw?
So the top button. So you don't draw yours until your turn. So you do that for now. So I draw mine in my turn. So unlike the Spearhead one where we both draw, I draw in my turn, you draw in your turn, and that's it. So there's no double turn thing.
Yeah.
So I just draw 2 cards, which is the top button. I've got Cleanse and a Tempting Target. So
Wait, they're not secret?
Nope.
Oh.
But there's no bonus effect either. They are just things that I have. So essentially, what will happen is every turn we'll both draw 2 missions. So in my turn I draw 2, in your turn you draw 2, and
Gotcha.
you can keep as many as you like. There's no limit. However, you can score a maximum of 15 points in a turn from secondaries.
Gotcha.
And the same goes for primaries. You can't score more than 15 on primary in a given turn. So Tempting Target is actually one that you pick. So Tempting Target is you pick a objective marker that's in the middle of the board, and if I manage to take it this turn, I get 5 points.
This one.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that this turn, but what I can do is I can keep the card for a future turn, and if I manage to take that off you on a future turn, I will get the points.
Okay.
But that is objectively the correct objective to choose, yeah.
Yeah, because
it's
closer to me. Yeah.
I'm going to put a token next to it so we know which one it is. So that one here.
Yeah.
So that's my Tempting Target. Cleanse, on the other hand, is to do a action in the center of the board on an objective marker, which means... So an action essentially means you sort of give up your shooting in order to do a thing.
So instead of move, shoot, and all that stuff, you would instead...
so you still move, you just can't shoot or charge if you do an action.
Oh, yeah. I just mean, like, you move, and then that's it.
Yeah. So...
Gotcha.
I can't actually do that either this turn because I can't reach them. Fuck.
Can't you? How far do your guys
move 6?
But if you... What if you advanced? Would that not also...
So you have the right mindset. However, if you advance, you are not eligible to shoot. Therefore, you can't do an action.
Unless you have the assault keyword.
Well, you can't do that either. If you advance period, you can't do an action.
Right, yeah.
Because that was the case in 10th edition, I believe. But
so you have 2 secondaries that you can't do this turn.
Correct. So you can, at the end of your turn, decide to discard one of them to gain an extra command point. However, you obviously score less points over the course of the game if you do that. You can do that once per turn.
Right.
I can't discard 2. Oh, I technically can, but I won't get any command points for the second one. But you can also do something called a command point. It's one of the strats. It's called New Orders, which might be over here. I don't think they put it in here. Why is it not there? Okay, there is a stratagem that's generic that people play in regular 40k, which is spend a command point to redraw one mission, but you can only do that once per game.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to mosey on up somewhere and decide what I'm going to do next. So let's do some movement. So I'm going to use this Vigilant Squad. They're going to advance and see where they're getting. So they can move 9 inches. Oh, New Orders isn't a strat anymore. It's just in the card draw rules. Okay, thank you. Oh, a little tip, by the way, I've used this in your stuff. If you select all your units, you can do right click and then toggles and then measure movement, so you can see how many inches they're moving.
Oh yeah, I have that usually on by default.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh Lord, he coming.
So since I advanced, I can still remain hidden, but I can't shoot. This pillar's annoying. I suppose in case it comes up, I'll put my detachment rule bonus on these jump pack intercessors in case you decide to throw them at me, which is the lethal hits precision thing. So I'll put that on. Where is it? This one.
How dare you?
I know, it's outrageous.
How dare you? How dare you? Can I charge a unit that is not visible? Or hidden, rather?
Yeah, so hidden only applies to shooting attacks.
Okay.
Can I touch this? I'm moving too. Damn, no. I might have to just tank some shooting this turn, which is a bit sad, but
Well, if you roll like you did with me, you won't lose anything.
I'm sensing some animosity here.
Brother.
What? No.
I'll advance the
Brother.
Squad here.
They have Dollaritas at Applebee's. Let's get in the land speeder.
Well, they rolled a 1 on their advance. They're only moving 7 inches. They moved 3.3, so there we go. In there.
Do you think late at night, Mephiston walks into Dante's bedroom and says, "Hey, we're gonna go for a run for Imperial McDicks. You want anything?"
It's jingling his keys.
Dante,
how much does the assassin move? Excuse me.
He moves 9 base. I rolled an advance and got a 1, so 10.
That's crazy.
Let me see if I actually want to go there. Because how about you get to?
Oh,
I don't like that. I think if you wanted to go exactly that direction, you'd have to pay 2 to move through the building because your base would be too wide.
I would.
So you would only get to here, so you wouldn't be able to see him. I don't think.
But I could spend 2 and then get.
Oh, you can go that way. Shit. So you go 12 this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then pivot. Yeah, okay, no, yeah. I don't like that one. So let's put him in here. He's hiding.
Let my blood angels have fun. Okay, they just want to drink.
Girls just want to have
something.
Fun.
They don't want it. They don't want you to know what's in the chalice.
Okay. Well, I can't throw any of my primary missions, so at the end of my turn, I control an objective I did not control at the start of the turn, so I get 3 primary victory points.
Okay.
And that is it.
Have you guys ever heard this? The one chapter of Blood Angels who threatened Astroth the Grim?
No.
So I don't remember the chapter's name off the top of my head, but one of the Blood Angels chapters, they take like they made like a ritual about like drinking blood and stuff, so that way they can stave off the red thirst for a lot longer. And the Blood Angels found out that like, oh, this subchapter is like they rarely suffer from the red thirst. So what's going on? They go to investigate. They find out the ritual, and Astaroth's like, "This is fucked up. This is insane. I'm going to report you guys to the Inquisition." And these guys just look at them and go, "Okay, then we'll just tell the Inquisition about our little problem." It's like, you fucking wouldn't. Don't spoil the fun, Astaroth.
Oh, yes, I would. Okay. Let's see.
That is the audio.
So I put the turn over to yours now. So we both at 2 command points. Would you like to draw your mission cards?
Oh right.
Yeah.
So I
one,
just
yours too.
2. So my secondaries are secure no man's land. You
Yeah.
control 2 or more objectives within no man's land, excluding your home objective. Okay, yep. And then a tempting target. You control your tempting target.
Okay.
Your opponent selects one objective.
It's the same one that I
tempting
drew.
target.
So I'm gonna pick the other one.
Okay, so we'll just copy that, and then we'll do this. Okay. So this is incentivizing, not this turn, but at some point control both the objectives in the middle of the board.
Yes. But you do have taken hold as your main
okay.
mission, so that is something you probably want to do eventually anyway.
That is something I would probably want to do. Okay. All right. How far is the range of your like longest ranged weapon?
Probably like 18. I think the heavy bolt is 24, but that's one guy in the squad. The rest of them are like 12.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, let's do movement. Firstly, we're gonna wait. How much do you guys move? I should probably check that. Oh, I also have my combat doctrines, but I don't know if I want to do them just yet.
No, that's reasonable.
So the start of your next command phase.
Gladius detachment?
Advance and charge. Advance and shoot. Shoot and charge in a turn which you fall back.
You know,
that's fine.
I've realized something. I've sort of denied myself points by doing this because my primary mission wants me to take objectives that I didn't control at the start. Oh, it's lose the home actually, so that one's actually weirdly hard to do for me.
Yeah. So okay. 6 inches. I'm beginning to understand that this is like the standard for Space Marines. So we're gonna move 6 inches into here. Oh, don't go on the roof.
Where'd he go?
Stop going on the roof. 5.4. Oh my god!
If you press and hold right click while you're doing it, it'll hold it on the floor.
Yeah. Slide in there.
Flip and slide.
Okay.
Very nice.
Get in the building, secure the objective, get the librarian in there.
Yeah, he's a bit thick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a thick boy.
Boy.
He's gonna go right there. Yeah, swoosh right in. All right, so they have the objective. Captain. We're gonna advance. Wah!
I mean, if he's planning to shoot, there's not really a reason not to.
But can he get the? Yeah, let's advance. Why not? He's not gonna fucking shoot.
Okay, move 10.
10. Incredible. Let's just put him right. Okay. How anal do people get about visibility? Because if you could see the tip of his sword.
I'm not going to care about that, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, people might, but like this isn't a board people really play on because it's a new combat patrol board. So.
Land speeder deployed. 14 inches.
It's got the quickness.
How? Well, I think I would have, because I'm crossing over, I would have to spend 2, so I could only get to here.
Yeah, that's dense. You'd have to spend 2 to go over that.
Yeah.
So if you mouse over them, it tells you if they're dense or light.
Dense. They're both dense.
Yeah, so the middle ones are dense. These small ones are light.
This is also dense. So
just to be clear, it's just the building. It's not the plate. The plate isn't something you have to pay to move over. It's just the actual physical bit.
Yeah. How far can this thing shoot?
Pretty far.
Pretty damn far. Pretty fucking far. 48 inches. Wait a minute. Wait a second. I can freely pivot.
Yeah.
I would still be crossing over. That's fine. I'm gonna spend 2 movement. I don't know.
I don't think you spend to go through this one.
This is also dense.
Depends which way you're going though, because as long as your base doesn't pass through it, you could just go like directly that way.
Oh, I kind of want to go.
Yeah,
like,
if you want to go like that way, you probably have to spend because
way.
the back of the base would go through it.
Okay, so let's go this way. And we're gonna spend. If I spend 2 movement, I wouldn't be able to get over there anyway. So let's go to like
Position.
Let's go like here.
I did the round 2 dudes who just turned up in chat. How's it going?
And then my Vanguard veterans, they don't have to spend the 2 movement because they're infantry.
Correct. Yes. The only time they would need to do that is if they needed to like fly over one of my units when they were making a charge move.
Okay. So we're gonna move. How bad do I? But if I'm behind here, you can't see me.
As long as I can't draw line of sight to you. Like if these guys survive, I can maybe get a couple shots in, but not only with the front couple because they only move 6, which would be like there. Also advance and just try and put as close to these as possible if you're putting them there.
Yeah. I believe this is about as far as I can go, though.
Without advancing, yeah.
Yeah, without advancing, which I'm honestly fine with. I
guess the question is there a reason not to advance? Because if you're not shooting or charging, you might as
well. That
is
advance. True. That is true. You're right.
Nice, get 4 extra inches.
So it's another 4 extra inches.
So you can just put like there, like not touching the terrain.
Yeah. Try to spread them out a bit.
Nice.
I'm not touching it.
Actually,
I'm not touching it.
I'm not doing it.
That's all my movement, and that's all of. I'm not going to charge or anything. Well, can I?
Not with these as they advanced.
No, but the land speeder didn't.
Yeah, you can shoot. Yeah.
Can I fucking see anything though?
Not because. But I think the issue is these guys would be hidden because so they'd be 15, you'd have to be
and then anybody
inches.
else I could see would be I
think you had a bit more movement left. You can move like an extra inch and still be within 15 and then be able to shoot me. Because you used like 10 inches, right, or something to get there. So
yeah.
So now you're in 15. So now you can actually shoot this guy.
I would like to shoot. I want to shoot something.
Is it just the big gun? The like Gatling cannon, or is there anything else?
This is within 18 inches. Also, the onslaught Gatling cannon has a range of 24. Oh, okay. The Melta is 18.
Everything. Oh, okay, you shoot that as well then.
I'm gonna shoot everything.
Okay,
I want to have fun.
What do you want to start with? All my guys have the same defensive profile, so.
Gatling cannon, I suppose. So that's gonna be 8 dice.
Yeah. So you are -1 ballistic skill because I do have the benefit of cover, so you're hitting on 4s.
So it would be 4s. Okay, so roll all dice.
Does this have any keywords on the weapon?
It has sustained hits 1.
So if you hit the sustained hits button, it'll duplicate the 6 for you.
Okay, and then we get rid of all these.
Yeah, and
then the strength is 5.
Okay, so your strength is higher than my toughness, so you are wounding on 3s. So 2.
That's less exciting.
What's the AP?
AP 0.
AP 0. So I have a 4-up armor save. I fail 1, so you kill a guy. I will kill the dog. You killed the dog, you sucker.
Oh my fucking god!
I told you what he would do.
Let's do the Melta now. So it's 2 attacks, 3 ballistic skill, which would turn to a 4-up because of the. Okay. Well, it didn't happen. And then finally, the Storm Fury missile launcher. It's 1 attack, 4-up because of the worse and ballistic skill. It hits. It's strength 10.
So you wounded on 2s because I'm a toughness 3.
Incredible.
Okay.
All right.
What's the AP on this?
AP -3.
Oh, so I do not get a save because my save is a 4-up, so I just lose a guy.
So a guy just dies. Oh, wow.
I will kill the guy with the flamethrower.
Okay, and that's all of my shooting.
Solid.
Chat, don't worry. I have a plan to deal with his dog murdering ways and hypocrisy.
So, I did score my primary. I control one or more central objectives. I didn't get any of my secondaries.
Nope, you can.
So
For now.
that's that.
Nice. So you just hit this button here until it goes to my turn. So move and shoot and charge by phase, and there we go. Now it's my turn.
And then we also it automatically
does it for
gives
us,
us the CP.
Yeah. So
That's so
CP.
nice.
There's so many CPs.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's figure some stuff out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the funny marker thing on your vehicle, and we're going to see what I can do with that.
Okay.
Here you go.
Don't blow my land speeder, please. He's just a boy. God forbid.
Oh, it's 10 shot.
God forbid some Space Marines get a little blood drunk and go driving drunk while they're fucking land speeder.
Fucking blood flows out of the goddamn land speeder. Hi, officers. Hi, how are you?
Oh dear. Yeah, I need to look at what my strats are. I know I have some. What's the range of my stuff? Shotgun's at 18-inch range. The grenade launcher is 24. Okay, that's my longest. The grenade launcher. He's at the back. Of course he is. Useless. Okay. I think I'm just going to see how many. What's 18 from here to here? Ooh, I might be able to shoot some shotguns.
In range.
Interesting. The 18 would be there. I could get a few of them in.
Sanguinaries, it can't be a John Wick arc because he threw the dog in the way of the bolt shots. John Wick would never do that.
What do you mean? Let's see if I can actually get in range with the plasma pistol or not.
What do you mean?
Go get him, buddy.
Nope, we can't get him in range.
He retreats. He goes back.
Then what I'll do is I'll put Mr. Heavy Bolter out.
There he is.
The guy. And the mythical legend.
Is it weird that the design of servitors is weirdly growing on me?
I like them. Fun. Oh. Oop. The grenade launcher can be at the back because it's 24-inch range.
Okay.
The Weber guy just won't be in range because it's 12. He's never going to get to shoot. So. Be one of those. Oh, and it's for our missions, actually. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I've got Beacon and behind enemy lines. So behind is to get stuff in your deployment zone, which isn't happening anytime soon. Beacon is I pick a unit, and if it survives until the next turn, it gets I get 3 points. If it's outside my deployment zone. I think I'm going to pick this unit over here.
Yeah, I was about to say they're already mostly outside of it.
Well, I was going to shoot them at the land speeder, but like they can do cleanse as well, so they can score me points, and points mean prizes.
That's true.
I think they're going to go backwards a little bit and be like as close to my deployment zone without being in it as they can. Like so.
It's interesting. It's interesting that like you don't get points based on like the objectives that you like. Obviously, you get points based on objectives, but it's more so like due to the mission rather than like just this objective is worth X amount of points or whatever.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I'm just thinking how I want to do this. The strength on that's terrible. Jesus. Any funny weapons here? Just the heavy bolter, really. Okay. Well, I guess we're praying for the heavy bolter here is what we're doing, I guess. Does it have heavy? It does. He moved less than 3 inches. Haha, he will get heavy, which means he has +1 ballistic skill. So heavy is if you haven't moved or moved less than 3 inches in a turn, you get +1 to your ballistic skill.
Yes.
It used to be you had to stay still, but now you can move up to 3 inches, so you can actually use it and it not be horrendous. Okay, let's do some shooting. I'm going to cleanse with these vigilance over here. I guess. Let me just move these a little bit. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to be really cheeky. In my command phase, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them out a little bit. Oh, that very easily. Why did this? Does that work? Nope. Bit further. Wait for a chat. Wait for it. I have plans. Okay, so one of them is touching the objective marker. And I'm going to spend a command point to sticky it. Now what's going to happen is, if I hit use CP, there we go, down to 2. Is if you manage to shoot them and kill one of them, I'll just remove it from the objective marker so that I'm not visible. It's my plan here. So it's quite a funny plan. Granted, you could just move there, but it just means that you'd probably have to charge me to try and remove them.
How close can you get in before you can charge? Because AOS has like the 3-inch bubble around everybody.
So in 40k, the engagement range is 2 inches, so you can't land within 2 inches unless you charge. So you have to be outside too, and then
so they get to here, and then
you can do a charge roll in the charge phase.
Yeah.
Now a note for 40k: if you roll a double 1, you can fail a 2-inch charge.
That's incredible.
So
I'm tired. I don't want to do it.
I'm going to move to the shooting phase. So I'm going to do cleanse with that unit, like I said, which gets me 2 points. And then I'm not doing the rest at the moment. So cleanse will be done just for 2 points, not for 5, because I can't do it on your other objective because your guy is sat there. Little shit. I guess I'll reorganize these a bit and put the assassin at the front to get some more movement next turn. Okay. Stuff. Things. Okay. Now let's do some shooting. Let's shoot the land speeder. And I'm going to shoot you with these vigilance here. And I'm going to spend a command point for +1 to my AP. So how many of these are in range? I need to position them a bit better, actually. Put it like that, and like that. I can get 4 in plus the grenade launcher. So I've got 4, he says, looking at the wrong data sheet, because he is a genius.
Listen, it happens.
Yeah. So it's 8 shots with the shotguns. It's 2 each. That's, I'll count, 6 shots, 2 more. And these hit on 4s up to 5s because you have cover, because you're partially obscured by that dense terrain. Oh, 3 hits. I didn't get any lethals. That's very sad. Wounding you on, what's your toughness?
Toughness 8.
Toughness 8. So I wounded you on 6s. I got 1 wound.
That's
81.
So my save would go from a 3 up to a 4 up.
Correct. Damn it.
Which I got.
All right. Grenade launcher has 2 different profiles. I'm going to choose the crack profiles, so it's a higher damage profile.
No!
It's 1 shot. He hits on a 5. It's not lethal, sadly. Oh, my guns ignore cover because of the thing I put on you. No, I'm an idiot. Damn it. Okay. I should have been hitting on 4s in that first lot. Oh well. I'll remember that for the heavy bolter. And then I'm strength 9, so I wound you on 3s.
Yeah, toughness. Yep.
So that's 1, and this is AP 3. It's AP 2, and I've spent a strat for +1 AP.
So my save would go from a 3 to a 6.
Okay.
Which I did not get.
D3 damage. It hit 1 damage. Damn it.
Okay, so is there like a... How do you do it in this one?
Usually on 40k TTS, models will have like a thing on them, like that you can tally down, but because I've just... I've not made a list out of it or anything, I've not... we can use the dice, I guess. It's probably the easiest way to do it here.
No, hold on. I can do it. Has 8 wounds.
Oh, nice one. How'd you do that? Oh, I see you just that. Okay, you changed its name. That works.
Yeah, I just changed its name.
And then I'm going to shoot the heavy bolter guy at you. Now, he moved less than 3 inches, so he'll be hitting on 3s and ignoring cover because of this buff that I put on you. 6s would be sustained hits and lethal hits. And I missed all.
Oof.
Good start,
it's a
boys.
servitor. It's a servitor.
Yeah, that's my biggest
It's
gun.
fine.
Oh, okay.
My back hurt. Help.
Yeah, right.
Spinal disc out of alignment.
Well, I
Oof.
Oh, sorry. At the end of my command phase, I do get 4 points for owning an objective excluding my home, so I do get 4 points.
Oh wow.
I didn't control I didn't kill a unit, sadly. And I don't control one I didn't control at the start of the turn, so I only get 4 points for that. Okay. That's me, I think. So I'm at 19 points to your 13. It's over to you. So you're up to 4 CP, I'm up to 2, so you can draw 2 new missions.
Right, thank you for reminding me. Cleanse as well.
Okay. So that's an action you can do up to twice.
Up to twice.
So if you do it twice, you get 5 points, but you can't do it on your home objective. You have to do it on objectives in the middle. So you'd have to do it on the objective I'm standing on with the vigilance for the second one.
So yeah, I would pick this. Do I have to choose both of them immediately?
Oh, what for cleanse? No, it's an action you do with a unit later on.
Oh, okay.
You can just decide to do it for one if you don't want to do it over here, but
Gotcha. And then defend stronghold, control your home objective. So I guess these guys just aren't fucking moving. So that's fine. So movement phase.
I just changed the color of the objective marker here to show that it's the one that I've stickied.
Oh, thank you. So you've stickied it, which means if I got my Vanguard veterans, if they came over here, right, and they charged, and they started killing all these guys, even if they died, it wouldn't matter.
So bear in mind, if you kill them and then land on it, it unstickies it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or just put more OC than I currently have on it, which is currently 2, because I'm sending 1 guy on there.
Gotcha. Well, for the what is the range of like your average bolter? It's about
24.
Yeah, 24 inches. Which, if we get up to just the tippy edge here.
Yes, and I have shots, so I would not get hidden.
Okay. Well, grenade launcher also has 24 inches, so it doesn't really matter too much. So we're gonna get nice and comfy.
Oh, do you want to use the doctrine this turn?
Not. What if I fuck up the charge? But they move 12. No, they're gonna get in. They'll be fine. No,
it's more if you want
to
send anything else, and they'll get assault on any of your weapons.
Let me see.
So for example, a maximum roll from the captain for an advance roll will get you there.
Yeah, but then he'll get off the objective.
That is true.
So
I guess the caveat is that you could also just fly this onto there and have him stick on it and like go its front out here. I don't know if he's long enough to do that or not, but
How does okay? Let me hit you with a quick scenario.
All right.
Captain advance and charges into here.
Yes.
Right. And I, let's say for whatever reason, still want to shoot into this. Is there any penalty for shooting into this while my captain is like right here?
No.
Okay.
So if you were in combat with me, which would happen afterwards, you wouldn't be able to shoot into them unless you have the pistol keyword.
Gotcha.
But that only applies to the unit that's in combat with them. So if you're in combat with me, I can't shoot you with my guns over here, and vice versa.
Right. You know what? We're gonna use a combat doctrine. We're gonna use 6 inches, maximum of 12, and then 2d6 to charge, right? So it's potentially another 12, but that's if you roll
you can charge stuff that's
stupid
behind
hot.
the wall, so you could charge me here. The assassin's there.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
So the way it works,
that
so for example,
things.
if you roll like
things.
let's say you roll like a 10 or something, you were like here, which would be a 4-inch advance. You would measure to the base of my model, which would be 8 inches, and that's what the charge would be. And
yeah, let's do it. Let's do Assault Doctrine then.
So what is that, advance and charge one?
Yes, that's this unit can declare a charge in which they made in advance.
Okay.
So we'll do that for him, but really quick.
Have you scored your primary for the start of turn?
Have I?
So on the second one, you score 5 points for holding objectives in your command phase. So you get 5 points for the one the captain's on. Which goes into your primary. Not that one. That's the previous turn. This one here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So he's gonna get the Assault Doctrine. These intercessors are going to move, still touching the template. Just in here, and then what's the range of the librarian?
I guess the only thought would be for the doctrines whether or not you'd want something here to cleanse, or if you're just going to do that next turn.
I'll do it next turn. I have a bit of a plan.
Oh,
So firstly, the captain, we're going to roll for him to advance. So that'll be 10.
Yeah, this is what we thought about. 10 inches.
So he moves 10 inches here.
So your closest guy is this guy here, who is 7.5 inches away. So you need an 8 on the charge.
Yeah, we'll call that 8. We won't get to charging just yet. This land speeder gonna just go touch.
Do you want to hear something cheeky that you could do?
Yeah.
If I just grab this for a sec, what you could do is that, and because you're touching this terrain piece, you can see over it.
Oh.
And you'd measure from this point at the base and go, I'm going to shoot this guy.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. We'll also make sure it's marked. These Vanguard veterans are going to move their full what is it, 12 inches? Yeah, 12 inches. They're going to move their full 12 inches. That's 10.8. So he can get back to here.
Nice. No, I don't have my dog for the combat.
Whoa.
I guess the only thought process you have to keep in mind here is if you get me into combat here and don't kill me, I could pile into the objective and potentially still hold it.
Oh, that's fine. I'm quite confident that it's going to become a meat blender in a second.
That's reasonable.
Okay, so that's movement, which brings us over to shooting.
Now, here's a question.
Yeah.
Between the speeder and these guys, who's shooting first? Because whoever shoots first, I might remove the guy at this end, and that might stop the speeder from shooting them. I guess it's not the end of the world if that does happen, because if you shoot these guys first and then the speeder can't shoot, you can always just cleanse with the speeder. But
yeah, you're right. Because the speeder hasn't done anything, it hasn't shot, so
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna shoot with the intercessors. Now, question: because the librarian is attached to the intercessors,
yes,
all the intercessors are going to shoot with their profile with the bolters, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the grenade launcher, and then the librarian, or can we just do it in any order?
You can do it in any order you like.
Oh,
you can also fire them at different targets if you wanted to. The main reason it would matter is, like, let's say you were shooting at a squad that I had a character in it. You could decide to use the high damage weapons last because you want them to hit the character. But in this particular instance, there's no characters in the squad. So what's the AP of the weapons in this squad?
The intercessors?
Yeah,
I believe 1. Yeah, -1.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to spend a strat, because I am a unit within a terrain area, to give you -1 to your AP, or reduce the AP of your weapons by 1.
Okay.
So I am down to 1 CP.
Okay. I'm looking at my stratagems. There's nothing
Yeah, yours are
really
mostly
that.
fighty ones, aren't they?
Yeah, this is mostly fight phase stuff. That's fine. Okay. Can I? Your servitor shot, right?
We did.
So the librarian. How bad do I want that servitor dead?
Well, the servitor's in a squad, so there is a big squad here that he's attached to.
How many are in that unit?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you would get +1 shot for blast if that's what you're using.
I am. So that would be 4 dice. Let's cast some magic.
Okay, so who's shooting what? Because you do have to allocate everything to it at the start, because that does affect where I use my strat.
Oh, the librarian is going to shoot the electro surge into the unit with the heavy bolter, and then the intercessor is going to shoot their bolters into the RBDs.
Okay. Decisions. What's the AP of the psychic thing? Oh, actually, I don't think I can modify it because it's a psychic weapon. Cringe.
Yep.
Okay. I'll still use the strat, but I'll use it on the RBTs.
Gotcha. So let's do librarian first. Fulmination Electro Surge, Blast 2. So we're getting 4 dice because it's 5 or more models.
Oh, is it Blast 2?
Yes.
So
it would get 2 more
so you
dice.
Get 2 dice, yeah.
So it'd have 5. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Was he hit on?
3 up.
Okay.
And that doesn't get affected because it's psychic.
You missed one.
Benefiting from the magic of Tzeentch.
Whoa, that's
okay. No crit stuff.
No.
It's strength 4.
I am toughness 3, but let me just check and see if I have any extra rules here for this.
Gotcha.
He says, pulling up the wrong page.
Chat. This is the LCT map.
They're like, this isn't AOS. What are you screaming?
What is this? What is that? A gun? That's not a monster or a dragon. That's a fucking car. What is that?
Those were not gold, nor are they Archaon.
These guys don't have lightning.
So I do have an ability that makes me -1 to wound. I don't remember if psychic ignores wound rolls or not.
They shouldn't.
You can ignore any or all modifiers to that attack's ballistic skill or weapon skill characteristic, and any or all modifiers to the hit roll.
However, if you look at your librarian's ability, he says this unit's ranged attacks and ignore modifiers to ballistic skill, hit rolls, and wound rolls. So that doesn't actually come into play.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be wounding on 3s.
So wounding on 3s.
Ouch.
All 4 hit. It's AP -1.
Okay, so I have a best notes.
Better.
I never find the agents one. Or another relation. So yeah.
I love magic. Magic's so fucking cool. I shoot a big red lightning bolt. It goes kablooey.
So these guys have a 5 Arcana save. You said it's AP 1, right?
AP -1, yes.
Okay, and how many was it? 4?
Yep, 4 attacks.
4 attacks. So saving on 6s. I failed all of them, so you can 4 that is.
Yep, it's just 1 damage.
Yeah.
4? Oh my god.
Yeah, they only have 1 health each. They're not Space Marines. I'm going to keep the Servitor alive, though.
No! Servitor just tanked it.
That one. There you go.
Ooh.
That's a bit spooky.
Okay. I honestly, a big thing here was like I like magic. I'm glad that gave me some dopamine. That was very cool. Let's see how the intercessors do.
You're like, my thingy, not with this thingy.
That was really cool. Let's do the
Bolters?
assault. Yeah, let's do the bolters into the Arbites.
Yeah.
So it's 2 per, so that would be 10 dice.
Yeah.
You'll
be hitting on 3s because you're psychic.
Wait, they also have heavy.
Do you move less than 3 inches? You moved from back here, didn't you?
No, they were all over here. But I definitely think it was. I think you moved more than 3 to get to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely moved more than 3.
That's fine. I mean, you ignore cover because you're a librarian anyway, so you'll be hitting on 3s.
Oh wow! Oh Jesus!
That's not bad.
Okay.
And then you're wounding on 3s because you're strength 4.
Yeah, because strength 4.
Oh my god!
So that's 7 AP -1.
So this one's reduced to AP 0 because of my strap.
Ah, right.
So this one will be 4-ups. I fail 1.
Nice. Okay, it's just 1 damage.
I can't believe you killed my dog again.
God damn it. And then the grenade launcher, right?
Yes. So this one has blast.
You blast 1. So
okay, so I have 10 in the squad because this is fired at the same time as the other gun. You treat it as however many models I had left. So you get +2 for blast because I've got 10.
So it would be okay. So it would be 4, and then because it's a frag and the librarian makes it so you ignore all the cover stuff, so it's 3 up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 hits. Strength.
3 hits. Strength 4.
So winning on 3s.
3s.
Ooh.
Oof. That's 1, and then your thing ignores AP. So.
What was the AP? Sorry, it was AP -1. So down to 0. I save it. Aha.
Okay.
Well, that went better than the other squad at least.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you can either choose to fire the speeder here or have it do the cleanse to get some points.
I'd rather it do cleanse because I would like some points. Me want points. So I cleanse, and then how much does cleanse do?
So you get 2 for doing it with 1 unit. You get 5 for doing it with 2 units, but you can't really do it with a second unit here because you'd have to be on this objective over here. I mean,
yeah. Well, I'm gonna charge.
Yeah. So it depends whether or not you think you'd be able to do it next turn with 2 units, which depending on what the speeder wants to do next turn may not be an option.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I determine it at the end of the turn, right?
You declare the action start in your shooting phase with the unit, and that unit then can't do other things for the rest of the turn. So if you move
Let's
on,
shoot the land speeder into things. Hold on.
Just gonna say this, chat. By the time of the end of this month, Astra is gonna get a call from the Inquisition say, so we see an unhealthy amount of dogs being requested.
It sounds like you're just feeding dogs to these space marines.
Into the wood chipper with you.
Is my land speeder, what is it eligible to shoot? Because
so I believe from the front of the base, like from the front of the model here, you can probably see this guy. Maybe it's a bit hard to do it, but like that ish.
Yeah, I can. So I can see the Arbites.
You probably won't be able to see much else because you can't see through this piece of terrain.
Yeah. Okay. Let's shoot into the Arbites.
So you're not cleansing?
I am not cleansing.
Okay. So I will still be -1 to the AP if anything is AP 1, but
that's fine. Let's start with the. What does that do for something that has a 0 AP?
Nothing. It's still 0.
Well, let's do the onslaught Gatling cannon with the sustained hits.
Nice. So I will have cover for this one, so you'll be hitting on 4s.
Okay, 4s.
Sustained hits though.
And then.
You used it 3 times though. There you go.
Sustained hits.
Yeah, because it doesn't hit every dice that is a 6 automatically.
Oh,
it duplicate
okay.
2 of them when you pressed it.
Gotcha.
What's your strength?
Strength 5.
So 3s.
3s.
5.
So 5. No AP.
4-ups. I make 3 of them fail 2, so you kill 2 more guys.
Okay.
Let's get rid of this guy and this guy. Yep.
Let's do the multi-melta.
On 4s. Ooh. On 2s.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey.
Well, let's just go straight through because it's an AP4.
Yeah.
Ouchie. You know, like.
And then finally, the missile launcher.
Mhm.
So 4 up.
Nope.
Nope. Just whiffs. Gone.
Okay. Charges.
Charges. Okay. So charges, it's the same as AOS. I roll 2d6, see if I make it.
Yeah, I think the way it's measured is slightly different because what you do is you measure base to base, and if you manage to hit that number, you get to succeed on the charge. So these, who was this rolling? Was this that guy? Who is it?
The Vanguard veterans into the RBDs.
The way it works in 40k is you roll it. I think it's the way it works in AOS as well. Is you roll the dice and then you declare who it goes into. So you roll a 9.
Yeah.
So you're not within range or anything else. So it would just be these guys.
Yeah. So I charge into them.
Yeah. So you move up to 9. The only caveat in 40k is you have to end within an inch if you can with each model.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can't after that, you can be within 2 inches and still punch stuff.
5.6. Get down here.
Young whippersnapper.
That's 4.3. So 5.
You did unsticky it though, so I will do that now.
Okay. And then 4.3. And then 4.2. And then 4.5. Okay, they have charged. Do they get anything for charging? Let's see. Abilities.
You have strats you could use potentially.
Yeah, maybe. That's during fight phase. That's during charge phase. Oh, I will spend 1 CP because I have like 8 billion of them.
Yeah.
I'll spend 1 CP.
So in the top right, there's a button that says use CP. You see right near the player list.
Oh, I see it. Yes. Yeah. I use a CP. I'm going to use Terrifying Charge.
Okay.
Select one enemy unit engaged with your unit. So these are BDs.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Battle Shock roll with -1 to that Battle Shock roll.
Okay, I believe their leadership is 7+, so it would be an 8 I need. They rolled a 7. Let me just double check and make sure that's right. Yep, they are Battle Shocked. No strats for me.
Okay. And then the captain is going to attempt, what was it, 8 inches?
Yes, 8 inches. Because you round up in 40k.
He makes it!
Okay, so here.
Yeah.
If you put him where it was. Is there a return terrain off? I don't remember.
Beautiful boy. There he goes.
Particularly. So depending on where if it's 10, you could theoretically go here inside the building and tag both squads.
Oh, I'm getting him in the building.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, however, if you do that, I might get to hit you with the character as well as the assassin. If the assassin's smart.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. He's going for it.
He gets in there.
Yeah, put him in the corner. So that little guy there's a token, so I'll move him out of the way. He's not actually a model.
Watch me swoosh right in.
All right.
There
Where would you like to start?
Where would I like to start? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I want to start with the captain. Let me see.
Do you have any? Oh, his ability is the charge thing, isn't it? So it's just his melee.
Yeah. Can I use a CP on him?
Yeah. What do you want to use?
I want to use Decapitating Strike to give precision.
So if you're attacking the assassin isn't part of a squad, so you don't need his.
Oh, I'm not attacking the assassin. I'm attacking the minister man.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, I will use a CP to do that. I want to attack the minister. Or the priest man.
They will be minus
all right,
one
Captain.
They will be -1 to wound, though. Bear in mind, because of the squads.
They will be -1 to wound. That's okay. Impress me melee. Okay, wow, 2 up.
What?
Because we're both in the building, we're both I don't have any penalties to hit.
No, cover's only for shooting.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's going to be a 2 up to hit. Oh wow. So I'll hit. It's strength 5.
Strength 5. I'm toughness 3, which would normally be a 3 up to wound, but I'm -1 to wound, so you'll be wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s. Gotcha. So 4s.
Okay, so you drop 2 3s, so the might as well do it in manner. And are you allocating these to the character first or to the squad first because you're strapped?
I am allocating them to the character.
Gotcha. So on Mr. Priest, so he has a 6 up armor save, but a 4 up invulnerable save. So essentially 4 invulns on him first. So he makes 3 of them and then fails 1. So he takes, is it damage 2?
2 damage.
So he's down to 1 wound.
Oh, dang. That's so cool.
1 wound. All right, you have to hit me with the Assault Intercessors now. No, not the Assault Intercessors, the Vanguard veterans.
No,
guys,
it's all right. They're all the same fucking thing. Oh no!
So they have
clear the map.
I believe 15 attacks between them.
Let me check. Yep, they all have mastercrafted power weapons, so that'll be 15.
On 3s.
15 attacks on 3s.
That's not bad.
Okay.
God, thank God you don't have sustained hits. Jesus.
Okay. That's strength 5. So
it's 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Ooh, that's
1's in there. That's 8 at AP minus 2.
Okay, that's less good. So I'll be saving on 6s here. I rolled 0 6s, so you kill 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 2 left. Wait,
there's 2. It's 2 damage per.
Yes, but it doesn't splash over, and my guys are 1 wound each. So there's 1 guy left.
Right. I have to keep remembering. So there's 1 guy left. Oh wow. Jesus.
He lives.
Jesus.
All right.
Well, that's them.
So I get to hit you back. So I'm gonna have this guy whack you and hope for the best.
Do it.
I don't know if he has a
I believe.
To be honest.
I believe in him.
Hit you with his gun stock. That's what the way the profile's called. He hits on 4s. Nope. Good talk.
But now it's time for the assassin and stuff.
Assassin's
captain.
Yeah, he's gonna hurt. So I'm not gonna use the once a game ability because the AP is wasted on this guy. So he has 6 attacks. He also hits on 2s, but his 6s are sustained hits 3.
Oh wow!
So I missed 2 of them, but I do get sustained 3 times. This weapon has anti-infantry 3+, which means I automatically wound infantry on a 3 regardless of their toughness.
Wow.
I failed 3 of them though. Do I want to spend a CP? Let's try and guarantee it. I'm going to spend a CP. And I've still failed it. Cock. I'm down to 0 CP, so please make me 4 saves at AP2 on your captain.
So AP2 would bring him up to a 5 up.
But you do have an invuln.
Yeah, I'll use the invuln for 4 up.
Yeah. Damn, you take 2 damage.
He will take 2 damage, which will bring him to 4 wounds.
Okay, I think I need to make sure he's dead, so I'm going to use the once a game effect of the Preacher, which gives him +3 attacks and strength.
Okay.
So he'll be 6 attacks. And he has sustained hits. It hits on 4s, though. So I lose this 3, but it goes back in because of the sustained. And it's strength 8 because of the +3 strength. So would you on 2s because your toughness 4?
Yeah.
I still failed 2 of them, damn it. 2 AP1s.
2 AP1s, so 4 up.
No!
He's fine.
He passed all of them, shit. That's really bad.
He's him!
I guess I'll roll the Mystic as well, because he needs to do that.
Get in there, man. Do it.
The Mystic with his bonk stick. Mystic Staff, 2 attacks. Psychic, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Anti-infantry 4+, but your strength 5 to your toughness 4, so your wounds on 3s anyway. They're both. No!
That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
Okay. It's not looking good. Okay, so end of your turn. So you didn't do cleanse.
No, I did not.
Defend strongholds. You might as well take off now because I'm not taking your home objective off you this turn. So you can just score 5 points for that one. Just that.
Oh, that's how you do it.
You also got tempting target because you've taken this objective off of me.
You're right. So I got that. So discard tempting target, and then
You
you
also get
control 2
secure.
or more objectives. Yep. So I get that.
And cleanse,
This
you
is all
didn't.
working out.
It actually worked out for you because you didn't need to cleanse because you already maxed your secondary.
You're right. You're right.
And you do control 1 or more central objectives, so you get 3 for primary. Yeah. Solid turn. Damn. It's really bad for me. Ooh. I do, however, get Beacon at the end of your turn, though, because the beaconed unit, which was those Arbites, survive with 1 guy left.
Do I not get also the end of my command phase? Right.
Yeah, that's the start of your turn. We scored that already.
Right,
the one at the
right,
bottom's at the end of the 5th turn.
Yeah.
But I do score Beacon for 3 points. Because the Arbites survived.
Nice.
And that's that. So over to me. Do you want to press the button to put me in for my turn?
I will press the button.
Okay.
Okay.
2 missions. 2. No prisoners. Kill the units. So I get 2 points per unit I killed. An assassination. Kill a character. Well, I've hissed people in my face.
Can it happen?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to move my token thing over here, I suppose, and see if the Arbites want to kill some Space Marines.
Are these isn't this this last guy still battle shocked as well?
He is currently. He will need to roll a battle shock test to see if he has battle shock.
Gotcha.
Which he does not. Decisions. Yeah, I'm just gonna use his once per game ability to try and battle shock your jump pack guys. So maybe a battle shock test.
Okay.
2d6.
2d6
and
I
because they're brave
2d6. They need a 6 or higher.
Yeah, shooketh.
Uh-oh. They're shooketh.
Yeah, but I'm also shooketh, so I also don't own that objective.
Okay, so this objective nobody owns.
Yes, and he's gonna have to do a fallback move, and because he's battle shocked, it'll be a desperate escape. So on a 1 or a 2, he dies. He survives.
He's fine.
It's good.
But yeah, he's on the terrain. So he's semi-hidden. Actually, no, it's prepared to be not on the terrain because of the speeder.
Hello.
I'm just gonna go this way. Oh, something like that.
I'm probably going to use Fire Overwatch if I'm able.
You certainly could. With what?
With the land speeder.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So that does happen at the end of my movement phase. So do I want to move anything else first? I need to roll a battle shock on the squad with the character. They pass on a 7, but they're going to stay in combat. So,
yep.
I'm going to use their Tome Skull to trigger your guy's battle shock as well. Your captain.
All right, captain needs a 6 or higher.
He is shooketh. Oh, did I score any primary at the start of my turn? No, I don't control any objectives outside my deployment zone. Boo, hiss. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, you can Overwatch me if you'd like. Peter. So I know for Overwatch is on Overwatch you only hit on 6s. It's worse than regular shooting, but it is still shooting. You do still get sustained hits on the funny Gatling gun though.
I am hitting with the funny Gatling gun.
Yeah, I mean, you hit with everything.
All right, we're shooting with the funny gun.
Nope, no hits.
Is it funny haha or
you still shoot the other guns, so you hit Melter hit. Let's go.
Melter.
Nope. The rocket?
Missile.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Did you spend the TP? Oh yeah.
Now I did.
Okay. Well, that simplifies that. I'm going to shoot your captain with my assassin's pistol, which is 4 shots.
Just a boy.
Hitting on 2s. He misses with 2 of them. He does get sustained hits 3 though, so I get essentially 3 extra shots. Nice. Strength. Strength doesn't matter because it's anti-infantry 3+. I wound you on 3s. Please make me 4 saves with no AP though.
4 saves, no AP, so 3 up save.
Oh, he takes 2 damage. He's
2
down to 2.
fails. Okay, so down to 2.
Okay. The one inquisitorial guy is going to fire his agent's firearm. It's just a pistol. 1 shot hitting on 3s.
Oh.
Hits and doesn't wound. I'll then fire the Arbites. I'll start with the. Do I still have the grenade launcher? I do. Aha. This one I'm going to spend a CP to give them +1 AP against your intercessors. Or your jump pack guys, rather.
Nope, I'm just seeing if any of my enhancements or stratagems would help with this, and it does not seem to be the case.
Well, the stratagems wouldn't help anyway because they're battle shot.
Yeah, you're right.
I have so I'm going to use the. Which profile do I use? I'm going to use the crack profile on the grenade launcher, which is the higher damage one. So 1 shot doesn't hit, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular shotguns, so 10 shots there. 1's a lethal because of the buff I put on you. The rest will be hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s, so 3 saves at AP1 on the jump pack guys.
3 saves.
Chances going well.
4 up.
I kill 1. Yeah.
2 fail. So 1 dies. This one's gonna die.
Yeah. I could charge them, I suppose, but I'm not too excited about my odds of surviving that.
Come into the blender. It'll be awesome.
We go into the charge phase. I'm not going to charge them because I'm a coward. Actually, no, you know what? You're battle shot. If one of my guys survive, I actually get points for taking the objective off you. So they're going to charge. With a 7 should do it.
Oh yeah, that definitely does it.
One guy's on the objective. So essentially, if you don't kill the entire squad, I own the objective.
Yeah. Can I attack while battle shocked, like during the fight phase?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to start here because I can't start over there because they didn't charge. So basically, charge order, like the way it works in 40k is, it goes in order of who charged first, and then it's ongoing combats, and then it's so for example, here I'd fight with these guys first because they charged, and then it would go to your captain because he's in an ongoing combat and it's the opponent, and then it would go back to my ongoing combat, and then your jump pack guys would fight.
I think I understand.
So I'm going to do a pile in move, so I get to 3 inches of movement to pile in with. So I can get all of them in. It won't be very impressive, but you never know. Watch these kill someone. So they're going to each hit you with their gun stocks. So they've got 6 gun stocks with 12 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 6 is the lethals because of the buff I put on you. And then I wound you on 4s. That's not bad. 4, no AP.
Yep.
Oh my god, I killed 1. Let's go.
1 dies.
Killed the Space Marine. I did it, Mom. Now you get to hit me with the captain. Where's he going to hit?
Captain is going to keep...
Remember, you can't precision here because he is battle shocked.
You're right. How many wounds does the assassin have? Like, what's the assassin's battle profile look like?
So the assassin, I believe, has 4 wounds.
Okay.
4 wounds with a 4-up invulnerable save. But no regular save. It's not like a 3-up save or anything like that. It's just the invul.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions.
Hey, but he will also blow up, probably. I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The assassin in regular 40k has a rule where he blows up sometimes when he dies. But in this, he doesn't have it, unfortunately.
Oh, never mind. I mean, I'll target the assassin. Why not? I don't think the captain's going to make it past this turn, so...
He may well not.
So let's do 6 attacks into the assassin, 2 up to hit.
That's a miss.
1 miss.
Toughness 4.
So hitting on 3s.
3s, yeah, because your strength is higher. 3 saves.
Okay. 3 saves, AP -2.
He takes 1 of them, so he takes 2 damage.
Yep. Okay.
He's down 2 wounds. So now I get to hit you with the... I'll just hit you with the assassin, I suppose, and see if he does it.
Yep.
So 6 attacks. 20 sustained hits thing. He hits on 2s and gets 3 extra attacks from the sustained. And then 3s to wound. So can you make me 5 saves at AP2? And these are damage 2 if they go through. So if you fail any of these, he dies.
Okay. Invuln say 4 up, please.
He did.
It's over. He's dead.
Yeah. And then my guys at the end will consolidate within this range because I can.
Okay.
Not the upper floor, I'll say. He's on the lower floor. So you can hit me with these jump pack guys, though.
Oh, I will. So that's going to be 9. We'll spawn 10. And then remove 1. And then, okay. Master crafted power weapons, 3 up to hit.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Strength 5.
So
So 3s.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Ooh, that's good.
Can't kill the squad. Let's go.
So 3 at AP -2, please.
So 6 up saves. I make none of them, so you kill 3 guys.
Yep, 3 are dead.
I'm gonna get rid of this guy to keep the grenade launcher. Someone chance asking what your thoughts on Combat Patrol. Is it decent for learning? I mean, it's a smaller scale of game, so it's easier to teach people in.
I'm finding it more. I'm finding it a lot easier than the last time I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot easier.
Like quite often, if I'm teaching people actual 40k, like without using Combat Patrol, I'll like simplify the game anyway. So like, this is just a means of doing that. It's personal preference, though, I'd say.
I think so far the most difficult thing is just trying to remember what everything does, and just because there's so many moving parts, like you have your enhancements, your stratagems, your this, your that, your this, and yeah, it's just you have to remember a lot more. And it's helpful to it's helpful for you, Astra, to be like, oh, remember you can do this.
Yeah. I think the reason that this mode includes like enhancements and stuff is so people can get used to them, because there's like 2 enhancements and there's like 3 strats instead of 6, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's all the combats. So missions. I did do assassinate because I killed your character, so I get 5 points for that. I killed a unit being your character, so I get 2 points for no prisoners. I didn't get either of the other 2. For my primary, I did kill a unit this turn, so I get 3 for that. I control an objective, excluding my home, because I battle shocked your guys and there's 1 guy standing on it. And I control an objective I did not control at the start of the turn, so I get 3 points. I mean, it's close. You like that's the end of my turn, and I went first, and you are only 3 points behind. So you need to score at least 3 points to keep up, which isn't too bad.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have a plan, but it depends on some things going right.
So over to you. So I'm up to 1 CP, you're up to 3, and you're drawing missions.
Mm-hmm.
I draw another one. You drew 1.
Oh, sorry.
So bring it down. There's no models that count for that. You see it says at the top. If there's no models with more than 10 wounds, you can discard it, so just get rid of that one. So you draw a new one.
Draw a new one.
So behind enemy lines is to be within my deployment zone.
Okay. And then overwhelming force for each enemy unit that started the turn in range of 1 or more objectives is destroyed.
Yeah.
So if I kill your Arbites on this point...
Yes. Or something on my home. So if you want like a suggestion for something you could do theoretically here, it would be like, you could go into the doctrine that lets you fall back, shoot, and charge. And then these guys could fall back through me this way, charge my stuff on my home, kill it, get points, and then move into my deployment zone. But that's like,
well, firstly,
a lot of things to go right. But there is a line theoretically to score all of those cards this turn.
I think firstly I want to do battle shock tests.
You don't need to make any. Oh, no, they do because they're currently battle shocked. My bad.
Yeah, so they need to make a 6.
Yeah, they make it.
They're fine.
Do you want to use the doctrine? So you've used the advance and shoot one, right? Or was it? No, you used advance and charge. Advance and charge.
Yeah, I used that one.
So you still have advance and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So you could theoretically advance and shoot the land speeder and try and see how far you can move it, try and help get behind enemy lines, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could fall back and charge to pull back your guys here, because if you don't fall back them and charge them, I will get to hit you first.
I will fall back and charge them. I'm going to use the tactical doctrine on the Vanguard veterans.
Well, it is on your entire army, but yeah, in this case, it only really affects them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, which brings us over to movement, right?
Yeah. Movement.
Okay. So I'm gonna remember that my bolters have heavy, so I'm gonna move maximum 3 inches with these guys.
Yeah.
They can't see.
No, not currently. You might have to use the full movement, because if you want to get onto because what you do is you could walk them all 6 inches, touch this terrain piece, and see through it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not super worried about the heavy, to be totally honest. So.
But you, because you like a north cover anyway, so you'll still be hitting on 3s.
You're right. So we'll move over there. We're touching. And we want to make sure that everybody is within
Precision.
2 inches of each other.
So,
but also
these two bad guys might struggle to see through it because they're not on it. So what you might want to do is put them down here so you can see down this line here.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're on that line and within coherency, you can still shoot. So you could probably like do this, for example, and poke him around and put him like that.
Okay. They just have to be within a 9-inch bubble. Yep. Yeah. Okay. The speeder's gonna just stay right there.
Yeah. Is there anything it can shoot? Or is it just gonna cleanse?
It's gonna cleanse.
Okay.
How does falling back work? I just get to move.
You're not battle shocked, are you?
No, the Vanguard veterans are no longer battle shocked.
Okay. So what you can do is either you can fall back this way, and as long as you end up outside 2 inches, you're fine. Or you can use fly and try and move through me, because so generally speaking, if you wanted to move through me, you'd have to do a desperate escape test because you'd be trying to move through another model. But because you have fly, you can pay 2 inches to move over other units. So what you can do is you can fall back 10 inches this way by spending the 2 inches.
I'll just move over here.
Okay. Is your plan to charge these guys again, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could if you end it like just outside 2 inches away, it's a 2-inch charge.
Okay.
Is it fall back, shoot, and charge, or is it just fall back and charge?
I believe. Yep, you can. This unit can shoot and declare a charge, in which it made a fallback.
I guess what you can do is you can fall back and then shoot this guy and then charge into them.
Yeah. Okay. So that's movement done. Let's do some shooting. Firstly, these intercessors are going to shoot into the Arbites.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, go for it.
So let me see. So 10.
Are any of them within rapid fire range?
Oh,
if they have it,
they don't have rapid fire.
Oh, that's one of the enhancements, isn't it? You took the other one.
Yeah. So I take 10 dice for all 5, and then 3 up to hit.
Solid.
Ooh. Then 4, so threes again. I love 3s. That is 6 saves at AP -1 for your Arbites.
Oh, that's 5, 6. They're dead.
It worked.
Every time.
Was that fine fellow in range? Yes.
So bear in mind, if you do that, you'd have to declare them all at the same time, if that makes sense. So you can't kill something and then declare something else elsewhere, if that makes sense. So if you were firing them all at that one squad, you'd have to say that at the time. But that's more of a future learning thing. But
okay. I mean, there's still the librarian.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that includes the librarian. Is when you declare I'm shooting this unit, you'd say I'm putting the librarian, the grenade launcher, and the bolters at this guy, or you declare I'm putting 2 here and 1 here at the same time because they all happen at the same time. It doesn't matter too much, really, to be honest. Because I think these guys' pistols probably just kill this guy anyway. But
yeah, okay. I mean, let's just do the pistols then.
Would you like to overcharge your plasma?
I would. I would like to overcharge. I've been waiting for it the entire game. I love plasma.
Okay, what's the plasma profile? How many shots? Is it 1 or 2?
1. So 1 within 12 inches. So obviously, he's within 12.
Yep.
3 up. It didn't happen.
Okay,
incredible.
Now roll me a hazardous check. So there's 1 dice. On a 1 or a 2, a guy takes damage. One of your guys takes a wound. You don't kill anyone, but
okay. So I will mark this guy, and I will make him wound 1.
Is that an Eddie I see in chat? Hello. I'm playing combat patrol.
And then the rest of them have their heavy bolt pistols, which is just 2 because they all get 1, right?
Yeah, they get 1 per stage.
Yeah. So then 3 up.
1 hit.
And then 4s, so 3s. Okay. 1 save at AP -1.
He survives.
Okay.
He yet lives.
Yet lives. Okay.
To be fair, you could charge him, but
I mean, I'm not gonna.
No, that's fair.
Okay. That's that. Oh, and my land speeder is going to not shoot and cleanse.
Yeah. I guess you couldn't cleanse here because you fell back, but yeah, you do get small cleanse. Okay, so you get cleanse for 2 points. Overwhelming force you did because you killed the unit that was on the objective, so you got 3 points for that.
I can't feel it.
And then primary, you control a central objective, so you get 3. You controlled 2 outside your home because you actually unbattle shot those jump pack guys, right?
Yep. So they're both on my control.
Okay, so you got 10 points for that. It's 13. And then at the end of your turn, that's 5th battle round. Never mind. You get 13 for primary. It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Over to me.
So
that one's still ongoing, yeah.
I believe that's everything for me.
Spectacular. For 2 missions, we've got 10 stronghold and 4 position. Right. How aggressive are we feeling?
Go for broke.
Maybe it's pretty funny, to be honest. I think I'm going to put the token here. And we're going to say fuck it.
Fuck it. We ball.
Precisely. The Eversaw is going to move. I could go over here, though, actually. What's the range on his gun? 12? Oh, he's not going to kill 3 of those. That's not happening. No, I think it's a better charge this way, to be honest. So it's like a 4-inch charge. Yeah, it's something at least. Oh, and it's for battle shock. So battle shock on these guys here. They pass. The Proctor Exactant guy fails. He is He, however, will walk bravely into these 3 Space Marines who are probably like 2 foot tall than him. I will spend a CP to sticky my home.
Okay.
Because what that means is if you don't walk something onto it, I get Defend Stronghold for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see, I suppose. Oh, CP3 roll charge. Okay. Let's do some shooting, I suppose. I'm going to shoot the heavy bolter down here because he can't see the speeder. And I don't think the flame is in range. Probably not. It's probably not 18, is it? Damn it. Can't shoot the flamer. Just the heavy bolter. So 3 shots on 3s or 4s, I think. Okay, 4's still here. That's fine. Wounding on 3s. 2 saves on these jump out Space Marines at AP1, please.
AP1. 4 up.
Oh, kill 2 Space Marines.
This guy dies, and then this guy dies.
Oh, damn, one was on a wound. I could have killed the entire squad. No. If I'd ordered that better, I could have shot this guy's shotgun first to see if it, Damn. Okay. I'm going to shoot the Eversaw at the vehicle. With his 4-shot pistol that's anti-infantry, which you are not. He hits on 2s, and the 6 is lethal, and sustain hits 3. And then I wound you on, what's your toughness of the speeder? 9?
8.
8. I wound you on 6s. Nothing. Okay, 1 save at AP 0.
1 save. 3 up. It's fine.
Uh-oh. I'll shoot the Proctor's shotgun at your guy. 2 shots.
Ready.
Charges. Let's charge the assassin.
Fuck yeah.
6 should do
I
it.
believe. I believe in him.
I don't. The servitor squad's going to try and charge it as well, but there's a longer charge. They do not make with a 5. Wah, wah. I will CP it with my last CP. 3 does not do it. The Exactant's going to try and charge your Space Marine and see if you can kill it. Okay, so let's start with
Go
the
get
assassin.
him, buddy.
The assassin's going to use his once a game effect to make his weapon AP4.
Do it. Do it. Yes.
Okay, if these are all 6s, I will get like 15 extra attacks. Oh!
Wait.
No, they're not all 6s, but there's 3 6s. So I get 1, 2, 3 lots of lethals, and then oh, whoops. Sorry, only 3 of those are lethals. The rest of them are sustained. These wound on I think 5s. This melee is strength 5. Yep.
Yeah, toughness 8.
Okay. So 6 saves at AP4. I don't think he gets saved, does he?
4, 3, no.
So take 12 damage.
It dies.
Assassin!
That's really silly.
That's so funny.
That's really fucking silly.
Yeah, that's his once per game effect on, though. This cop is going to see if he can punch a Space Marine to death.
Do it.
1 hit, you can't kill it. He doesn't wound either. Okay, you can hit back the cop.
I would.
Oh,
I would like to hit a cop. Let's see here.
Even if I lose, I don't mind that now because that's really funny.
Okay, 3 up.
2 hits.
Strength 5, 3 up.
Oh no, he's probably dead.
2
I'd say
saves,
2
AP minus
sixes
2.
No, he's dead.
He's dead.
He tried his best. Okay, well that's that. I'm going to do a consolidate move, 3 inches towards this objective. Like so. And
may I do a consolidate move?
Or
is it only on my turn?
He would have to move towards the closest objective or unit, which is this objective. So he would just move backwards.
Yeah, I'm just going to go over here.
So it's 3 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back there.
It's better. Okay, so I'm actually going to get attempting target finally. Because I did that objective of the assassin.
Yes.
So I get 5 for that. I didn't get forward position because the cop didn't manage to kill the Space Marine. And the other two I can't do yet. Defense Stronghold happens at the end of your turn. So, over to you. You have 5 command points, sir.
Okay.
So you have 1 Doctrine left, which I believe is Advance and Shoot. Should you want to use it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't score my primary, my bad. Killed a unit.
Oh, yeah.
For 3 points. I didn't control any at the start of my turn, I don't believe. So I don't get the 4 points for that. I do get 3 for taking 1 off you. Yeah. Make sure you do your missions, though.
Right.
Display of Might and Beacons. So, Display of Might is have more stuff in the mid board than I do, which is stuff not in either deployment zone.
Mm-hmm.
But that happens at the end of either your turn or my turn, depending on if you want to go for the big points or small points, if that makes sense. If you do it at the end of my turn, you get more points for it, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. And then Beacon, your Beacon unit is in the battlefield, not within your deployment zone. I mean, I'll make this Vanguard fetch into the Beacon.
Yeah, so if it's not within your territory is past this line. So, yeah. So as long as he's past that line and he survives, you get your 5 points for Beacon at the end of my turn. I guess he could also get you behind enemy lines if he goes to my deployment zone. Now the caveat there is he also has to pass a battle shot test. He's below half strength. But you could spend a command point to automatically pass it 1 time.
Here's the problem.
You're sitting on like 5 command points, Ava.
I don't know what the fuck they do. There's like 8 billion fucking stratagems.
I would spend 1 to make the model pass if I were you. Just
because he can't. Oh, he can still be the Beacon actually, but it does matter for Display of Might and for behind enemy lines potentially. But basically, once per game, you can spend a command point to not have to take the battle shot test, just to automatically pass it. Which would also get you. It would also get you 5 points for primary in your command phase, because if he fails it, you lose those points.
Right. Okay. I'm also just trying to look at like objectives because like my main thing is just taking and holding.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in Assault Doctrine and you roll higher than a 2 on the advance with these intercessors, you will own it. Because you're like OC 10 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do the Combat Doctrine. The same thing. So onto these guys. They can advance and shoot.
Okay,
yeah. Okay.
He's like 8 inches away from that. So if you roll a 2 on the advance, just not a 1, and you can get on that.
Yeah.
And you have a command point to re-roll it as well if you need to.
Yeah. So okay, this guy's the Beacon. These guys can advance and shoot. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else I can do in my I don't know what stratagems are like viable in this phase. Dude, I gotta tell you, all the stratagems being like during your fight phase, that's really fucking like nothing to me.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are quite niche to be fair. Like,
that's really nothing.
The main one you might want to use here is the Insane Bravery one that we mentioned.
Right.
Which is one of the core ones, not your faction specific one. It's on the board over here.
Yeah.
It's the bottom left one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's do movement phase. These guys are going to advance. These intercessors are going to advance over to this point.
Yeah. So were you auto passing the battle shot, or were you going to roll it?
Oh, right. God damn it. There's so much fucking shit in this goddamn game. Yeah, I'm auto.
Yeah,
I'm auto doing
just
it. I
spend
don't
a CP.
care.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, whatever. All right. They move 8 inches. Additional
wait,
to what
you
they
rolled
had.
2 dice for the advance.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I think it's because you had 2 there for the battle shock, and then you rolled the advance roll. There you go. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, they get 2.
That front guy
So
can touch
8
it.
inches.
Yeah, and you're OC 4 each, so I do not own this objective.
8 and okay. And then
So a tip here: if you decided to move into my deployment zone, you wouldn't be able to get display of might because I would have more units than you in the midboard. So your best position is probably just put them back here and touch the objective.
Yeah, that's what my plan was. I wasn't gonna move into your
No,
objective or your zone. Okay, that's my movement.
Yeah.
Shooting. Can I see the assassin? I don't know.
Yes, because you can see it. Let me turn off the line down the middle. But you'll be able to see his base.
Okay, but how many can see him?
I think the only one that can't see me is this guy here. So you'd have 4 bolters and the grenade launcher. Because the grenade launcher guy has the bolter and the grenade launcher.
Yeah. Okay, so and if that's the case, then we're rolling 8 dice. I'm going to attack literally everything into the assassin.
Yeah, there's no one else to shoot, so
yeah, everything, librarian, everything, it's going into him.
Yeah.
So we're rolling not 25. 8. 8 dice for bolters, bolt rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 up. Okay. 4 strength. What is his toughness?
4.
Okay, so 4s.
So 4.
Not bad. 4 at AP -1.
So the AP doesn't matter here because I don't have a regular save. I just have the invuln, so it'd be 4 up saves. I make 2 of them fail to, so he's dead.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's not very durable. He's a missile.
Okay. I believe that's the end of.
You're like, that was shorter than I expected.
That was a lot shorter than I expected it was going to be.
Yeah. So for your missions, beacon happens at the end of my turn. Display of might, if you keep it, happens at the end of my turn. And basically, I think the only way you don't get that is if I somehow have this 3-model squad kill all 6 of your Space Marines, which is not happening.
End of any battle round for each friendly unit wholly within your opponent's deployment zone. That's not happening.
You can do that one next time, maybe.
Yeah.
But you do get primary.
This one, I get 5 victory points for each objective you control, excluding your home objective, so I get 10 primary.
Well, no, that's your command phase, so you get that at the start of your turn. So that'd be 5. Because you didn't hold the one the assassin was on at the start of your turn? Yeah.
You're right. You're very right. It's weird having some of them be at the start of your turn. That's
but you do get
strange.
3 for the one that's at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So you do get 8.
Okay. And then that's that.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, I do get Defend Stronghold because there's nothing on my home objective. Did you skip too far forward?
I think I did by accident. Whoops.
It's fine. I don't think it matters. But I do get Defend Stronghold, so I get 5 on the end of turn 4. And I draw 2 new missions. So we get Bring It Down, which I can't do because there's no vehicles. And Overwhelming Force, kill stuff on objectives. Oh, God. Right. And the other one is Plunder, which is an action on a terrain area that's not within my territory. Okay, where's the territory line? Can I reach that? No, I can't reach it. If I was able to touch that terrain piece, I'd be able to, because this one's not within my deployment. Like, it's, actually, no, it's not within the deployment zone, so I actually can't do it. I'm going to spend the command point, because I've got nothing else to spend it on, really, to redraw Plunder.
Okay.
Engage on all fronts, which requires me to have units in 3 or 4 different table quarters. I have 1 unit. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, cool. let's see if I can. I guess the only thing I can try to score here is overwhelming force by trying to kill your Space Marines, which I don't think is going to happen, but I can try it. I'm going to roll a battle shock because I can't auto pass, as I've already done that, I believe. Actually, have I done that?
I don't remember.
I think I need the CP, so I'm just going to roll it. They're fine. And they're going to send it.
Go get him, champ!
I'm going to shoot you. They're going to be my target as well. Oh,
I would like to spend a CP to fire Overwatch.
No.
So question, is that for everything?
Yeah, that's everything.
Everything.
Everything gets to shoot, but it all hits on 6s.
Right. So
can this bat guy see this Mystic is what I'm checking. I think he can. Yeah, you get the whole squad.
Hold on. Let me move this really quick.
It's annoying because it snaps, doesn't it? It's like...
mm-hmm.
I think you can. That's fine.
Yeah, just barely. Okay, so 10 for bolters going into them.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping for 6s.
1.
That's 1.
So you're -1 to wound. So you're wounding on 4s.
-1 to wound. So 4s.
Nope.
It didn't happen. And now the librarian. Fulmination. So two attacks. 6s. Doesn't happen. Does the grenade launcher also get 1?
Yeah, it's a gun.
Oh. Okay.
Any
what's
shots
the crack profile? 2.
Alright.
We'll do crack. Fuck it.
1 hit.
That's 1. 1 hit. And strength 5.
So it'd be 3s up to 4s because of the -1.
3s up to 4. 4.
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, is that it?
Alright. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to shoot you, and I'm going to spend a CP for +1 to AP. But I hope for the best. I actually get to use the Flamer this time, yay. The Zealot's Vindicta. D6 shots. 5 shots. At strength. So this has Torrent, which means it automatically hits because it's a flamethrower.
Yep.
So I would do on 3s. So please make me 5 saves at AP1.
5 saves. 4s.
It kills the Space Marine.
A Space Marine has died.
I'm then going to shoot the Heavy Bolter, which hits on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Nope. And then I've got 1 pistol from the guy with the stupid staff.
Go get him, champ.
1 Agent Firearm. Misses. Nice. Alright, charges. YOLO. 10. Ooh.
Get in there! Yes.
He's going to go here, I suppose. And then... I can't use my once a game effect, though, because I've already used it. I'm going to use the same strat again on AP in combat.
Okay.
Melee. 3 attacks with the funny thing. Sustain lethal. Wounding on 3s. So 3 saves at AP2. And these are damage 2.
Oh, wow.
So is there any fails here at Dead Space Marine?
Hoping for 5s.
Killed 2 Space Marines.
Oh, wow.
I then got
I don't want the sergeant to die, so
yeah, you want to keep the guys on the objective.
This guy, and we'll get rid of the grenade guy.
Okay, I then got the Mystic Star, 2 attacks, 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 1 AP2.
5.
This one's damage is D3, so I have to roll a dice. 1 damage, bitch.
So 1 guy is still kicking.
Yep. I then got a just regular melee weapon, 3 attacks, 3 hits, no bonuses. Doesn't wound. Sad. Okay. You get to hit me back. So you do your pile in, so you can like do this.
Yeah, I want them to be touching.
Yeah, you own it anyway because you guys are OC4. I'm OC1 each.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the sergeant is still alive, so we're gonna start with the chainsword.
Yeah, you always get the librarian as being the weapon.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do chainsword first, though. 3 ups. Okay. Strength 4.
So you'd be -1 to wound, so you're wounding only on 4s.
4.
2.
That's 2 at AP -1.
So not that. So you kill the 2 non-characters.
And then there is the 1 Marine with his knives and fists. It's also 3 attacks. Oh no, not also, but it is 3 attacks. 3 ups. Okay. 2 successes. Strength
4s again. Oh no, it's still -1 because it all happens at the same time. So the -1 sort of lingers until this finishes. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So 2 successes. Strength 4, but with the.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I failed both saves. You only have 1 wound left. And then you could consolidate if you wanted to get them onto the objective further.
Sure, why not?
A bit. Okay, so I'm out of units at this point, so we might as well just draw your cards and see what you get at this point. So, end of my turn, I scored nothing. Just period. There's nothing I can get. But at the end of my turn, you do get Display of Might, and that's on the previous round. So you get 5 for Display of Might. You get 5 for your beacon. So we get rid of those. On your final turn, so you get 10. Oh, you need to pass Battle Shocks, actually. The Librarian squad has to pass a Battle Shock because you're exactly half.
Oh, you're right.
They pass. And
they pass.
And the singular guy? He passes. Ooh.
He passes.
Okay. So you do get 10 for primary. For the start of command phase stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of your turn, you then control the central one, so you get 3 more for that. And then at the end of the 5th battle round, you'll get 5 more, but it'll cap at 15. Oh, you've got the maximum for primary anyway, so it doesn't let me increase it. Because that's 45 is the maximum you can score for primary.
Jesus.
And then Burden of Trust is when you when you draw it, you select units and you point at objectives, and if they're on it at the end of your opponent's next turn or the end of the game, you get points for it. So you just pick the 2 guys that are on those 2 objectives, and you get 4 points for that.
Yeah.
Plunder. Your jump pack guy can plunder because it's not within your territory. It's just an action on a terrain area that's not within your territory, which that objective will count as.
Sure, would have done that. So that would be what, another 5?
Yeah. And then you can't do behind because these other ones requiring you to stay on those objectives. So you could just spend a CP to redraw the behind because you've not redrawn an objective yet.
Sure, I'll use a CP to redraw behind.
Just that one. So if you draw a card.
Oops. There we go.
Outflank. So this is have 2 units within 6 inches of 2 opposite battlefield edges and 1 not within your territory. So as long as you just move these guys to be within 6 of the edge, which they basically are, to be honest. So
yeah,
you just have to move the librarian to like there. And then this guy's already over there, so you can actually do that very easily. So you would get 5 points for that. There you go. There's your final score.
Jesus Christ.
The maximum's 100.
Wait, will you excuse me for just 1 second? I need to use the washroom very badly.
No, that's fair.
I look away for 1 minute and it's a score of 99 to 55. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, my stuff died.
I know that.
Agents.
Yeah, I was sitting here like, I'm just going to listen to them play while I edit a video. And I'm just, I like click out of like the YouTube feed to like look at something quick and then look back. I go back to the video over here and I'm just like, what the fuck?
There we go. Combat Patrol. Oh, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Just wait for Ava to get back and then we'll finish up. I'll play an ad while Ava's away. Haha.
Haha.
Alright, while the ad's playing, we now own Ava's chat. It's our chat now.
Yes.
Ava's also
it's our chat now. Hi, Ava. Hi, Ava's chat. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
They're on Twitch.
Give the you could still
You can subscribe, but
you know what? Give Ava those subscribes. That way Ava can afford food, and that way Ava and Carrie can keep creating the content that you guys love. And join us for other stupid bullshit, and maybe, just maybe, I will let Ava teach me how to play the AOS. Maybe, possibly. Don't hold me to that. See that chat? My wife says it's all digital. It doesn't matter if I don't have to pay money for it. If it doesn't take up space in the house, it's fine, chat.
I'm back.
hello back.
Okay.
How'd you find that?
So, the actual rolling of dice, very easy. That was a lot better than any other of the attempts at 40k I've had. I guess where I'm at now is just 40k has a lot of moving parts. Like not as much, like obviously when you play more and more it's less overall, but I think it's definitely like it's more complicated in that there is more that you can do, in the sense of like here's like 10 stratagems and you use them here or here or here or here.
I mean, yeah, that's why I said typically when we do like teach new people, I typically just use the reroll one.
Yeah,
exactly. Since they're here, it's fine if we just refer to them. So use that one.
Yeah, exactly. And so it feels better than other editions I've tried, in just like it's very streamlined, and like, oh okay, like it's this to hit, this to wound. I'm still getting used to not having splash damage. That is very weird to me. Just in the sense of, I roll to, wow, I got a lot of damage through, and I guess that one guy just got fucking obliterated. But no, it was good. It was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah. No, I would be
Any complaints that you have? Like any problems?
Person playing it's horrible.
No. I think I do find it a little weird rolling so much dice and then like one model gets removed off the board. Like I get it and I understand it's so that like nothing has a blowout, but there is like something that like in the deepest part of my brain, I'm like, but I rolled the big number. But I rolled the big number.
Yeah, with some armies, it's going to feel like that, especially if you're fighting an army like Custodes, or like, yeah, but I rolled like 50 dice and only maybe a wound got plinked off of Custodes. What the fuck?
This has emboldened me so much in, boy, I would never play guard in my entire fucking life. Oh, I would rather die. I'd rather die.
Oh, buddy.
I don't want to play orcs. I don't want to play guard. I don't want to play. I am very comfortable in my decision of like, yo, I like Chaos Space Marines. I like Space Marines. Guard, I'd rather die. I don't want to do it.
Understandable. You can cherish that with Paul, because he also hates guard.
I think guard, from everything I've heard and everything I've talked to people who play guard, they seem like miserable. They seem miserable.
I have not met a miserable guard player in my life. I have met very fanatically driven guard players who are just like, listen, I know you're going to kill all my infantry, and that's okay.
Yeah, I tend to find, going to events and stuff, a lot of them tend to be hobbyists. Like, there's a lot of people that love painting that do
guard.
guard.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
No,
it's
like
second
to
ranked.
be clear, they love guard, but then they're like, yeah, it's a horde army, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't have. You could take an entire guard tank army.
but yeah. I guess I'm related to this. Hold on, let me just check something. If I Can you be my tester for something, Ava? If I DM you this link, don't open it on stream, but
Oh god.
when you know this is to do with the tournament stuff. If you open this, does it let you edit the scores, or can I release this publicly?
How would I edit the scores?
I mean, if you open if you got the link open, what does it look like?
1 minute.
I'm just making sure that if I release it to the public, it doesn't let the public enter the scores for the players, because that would suck.
Don't think so. I can like click to see things, but I don't see anywhere where I can put a like a number or anything.
Okay, I might just release that later though. So, all right.
Okay.
Thank you to the people. I guess to give away what that was, I'm probably releasing the pairings for the tournament cup thing I'm running soon. TM, probably after the stream.
Tournament. I love tournaments.
Tournaments.
Oh, the tournaments.
I don't know that. All right. I need to head off and get dinner, to be honest. So hopefully everyone enjoyed seeing us try Combat Patrol, even if we don't 100% know.
Listen, I had a fun time, and that's what matters.
Yeah, it was chill. I probably wouldn't play Agents next time. Agents seem quite bad in this game mode, but
they seem really bad. Like I felt really bad because I was like, I just do one turn and the fucking unit just gets annihilated.
Well, that's kind of that's part of the reason I decided to play it. To be honest, is I'm like, I don't want to play something that's like semi-competent and just trounce someone for their first time. I feel like it's quite fun to bring.
No,
for
sure.
Like,
no, I appreciate it.
Also, the assassin killing the vehicle was really funny.
No, that was great. Highlight. Probably best part of the game. I love that.
That is that assassin's main job is like I find the thing and I stab it to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a car.
All right. We'll see you later, stream. Thank you, everyone who's come along.
Goodbye,
Remember
Astros
to
chat.
subscribe. Remember to subscribe and give them all the follows and such.
Do the things.
The things and stuff.
I'm somehow already almost 50 subscribers off of 5K. I was at 4K like a day ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like you're cool and you fucking deserve it, sir.
I would never claim that.
I'll claim it.
Oh, okay. All right. See you later, stream. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.